just kind of been everywhere. Yeah.
What made you who you are?
Um,
Didn't it?
there was one time my my stepfather beat me so bad that I had to get my nose placed back. That's why I have a speech impediment as well. Kind of, you can kind of tell that I don't open my.
No, we're fine. I just this will upload and whatever we say.
Oh, okay, I don't mind.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Whatever.
it's live
Yeah,
right
it's
now.
live.
We're live on YouTube. Anybody that goes to Beard and the Beast right now
Yeah.
will be able to watch us live right now.
Okay.
Right this instant. We're streaming. I want to make sure we are all good.
So he's just trying to make sure that you.
Oh, I don't mind at all. I've
Yeah.
shared my story all the time. I just, you know, basically I was just beaten really bad. My face was fucked up. So they just kind of, instead of my mom getting in trouble, me getting taken away, they just, I think it was like his soccer player, like friend or something. My mom didn't even know this dude, and he was a fucking weird guy, man. And after that, I didn't really. There was a while I was so afraid to open my mouth and defend myself that my parents thought I was like crazy. Like I would talk at school, but like at home I would just literally not say shit. And so they thought I was like crazy. So they like tried to take me to a psychiatrist, and I just literally never expressed myself. I never wanted to, because everything I did, I was just so stupid, just trying to survive. That I was like an animal. They ended up thinking so there was something wrong with me because I was afraid to tell them what happened. That they ended up putting me in at West Oaks Hospital for like all of summer to try to like study me or some shit like that. They thought I was like, showing signs of being psychotic or whatever. Really, dude, I was just afraid. Like, I mean, I probably didn't understand how to feel at that time because I didn't get to develop those things. But I
Now,
remember
what happened
there.
to him? Did he go to jail or anything?
Yeah, he went to jail a few times, but just being in that environment where you're around people, it's like I started to feel bad for them. When they would tell me what happened, I'd see the cuts on their arms, and them trying to, a lot of people there trying to kill themselves, and people at West Oaks were that's a fucking terrible hospital. Yeah, like fuck that place.
So it's like a crazy.
There was people straight out of prison where the people who were working there. Like I'm not even joking. There's kids getting raped and like
Oh man.
literally, yeah, dude. They would, and it's crazy. I'm very open about stuff like this, but like even when I was there, I was maybe like 10 years old, maybe less, maybe 8 or 9 actually. I was very very young, and they ended. I remember there's some kid that quote unquote like left his little soap bottle and it fell out, and he was like, "You can't waste, so now I'm gonna make sure that you guys don't waste the soap. So I'm gonna watch you, you know." Bathe. So there'd be a grown man watching children bathe, and he would literally stare at us, and it was just weird, man.
Super weird.
One on one, and some kids, I now that I'm older, I know that they probably had some stuff happen to them.
Man,
Yeah.
that is so detestable.
Yeah.
Like it's the worst, man. When I hear about, I have 2 children, so when I hear about stuff like that, it infuriates me.
There's people like that.
To no end. Are we on?
We've been live.
We've been live.
All right.
Yeah. So I'm gonna blast it out right now on my Facebook.
Let's see how we're sounding.
Yeah. As a matter of fact,
Checking 1 and a 2.
Go through audio, because this. Don't go off of this.
Go off the other.
Dude, we're about like a 40-second delay on that. Yes.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Welcome to live chat. I got a woman way over town that's good to me. Oh, yeah. Say, I got a woman. What's up, YouTubers? I'm live just for you here
we're good.
in the Beard and the Beast studio. I might not be able to answer every comment, but if you want to tune in and hear what's happening, we're about to begin. I'm here with my buddy Jimmy, James Gerland, the Beard, but I'm also a bearded man. And the Beast is normally here with his podcast, Derek Lewis, UFC fighter. And I'm also here behind the controls with Chris.
Quintanilla.
What is that?
Quintanilla.
Quintanilla. Did I get that right?
Yeah, like Selena.
Chris Quintanilla.
There we go.
What's up, Pamela? How are you doing? What's up, Jim? Eric? Eli Derpy Muffin Derp. That's a cool username. Hard to say. What? Ugh. What up? What up, Austin? How are you people at 10 o'clock tonight? Chris Rock says, what's up? Devin Ray. Is that my cousin? I can't pull that up. I have a cousin named Devin Ray. If that's you, what's up, brother? How you doing? Wayne Woodall, Jennifer Best from Seattle. How you doing? I missed that last one. Seattle represent. Seattle up in the house. What's up, Jacob? Your singing is awesome. Thank you so much, Brooke. I appreciate that. I thank you so much. If y'all want to ask questions, I'm speaking like this. This is my radio voice. This is how I speak when I'm on the radio. Huge fan from North Carolina, Daryl Duckworth. I love it. Oh, your last name is Schroyer. So whenever he's ready to begin, we'll begin. Thank you from California. All the way from Australia. How you doing, Mikey?
Hey, Marty, will you flip that picture?
What?
You see that flipper?
Oh. Okay. Hey, will you flip that picture?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I want to look at myself. Oh, look at that. Fresh shave.
Check.
Check. What you got, Jimmy?
Well, I'm going to be bringing my social media up here right now so we can get some people on board with some questions for you, questions for me. Anybody want to chime in here and go live with us? Y'all are more than happy.
Come on, baby. We're going to make it do what it do, baby. Hi, Pink Paws. That's a cool name. My friend, you are awesome. Thank you so much. While he's doing that, if you want to give me a few requests, I'll try to knock that out real quick. Schaefer, what's up, my buddy? Good to see you again. This really sounds great through these headphones. I wish y'all could hear this. Do what it do. I'm going to do some Ray Charles. I got a woman way over town that's good to me. Oh, yeah. Say, I got a woman way over town, good to me. Oh, yeah. Said she's my baby. Don't you understand? Oh, and I'm a lover, man. I got a woman way over town that's good to me. Marco from Italy. Wow, it says Italia. I think that's Italy. Can you sing Remember When We Were Young, So You, and Time Stood Still, and love was all we knew. You were the first, so was I. Made love and then you'd cry. Remember when? 6 o'clock here in Finland. What's up, Johan Schibblom? Did I nail that? I did, didn't I? I nailed it. You good, Jimmy?
We are good. We are live on the AMP Labs page.
AMP Labs.
AMP Labs, man. As soon as we get some people chiming in here. Guys, we are going live. We are live on YouTube. Type in Beard and the Beast. Get on there live. Chime in. Send us any messages. Ask us anything you want during this podcast. I don't care what it is. Make it funny. Make it interesting for us. That's what I think makes these really good.
Right on.
Hey, what's up, Caleb? Great job today. Donna, hey, how you doing? Awesome job today. I am so happy with all the work you're doing with AMP. We really appreciate it over here. We are lucky and very thankful to have you. Thank you. Guys, go to Beard and the Beast on YouTube. You will be able to see this version live. I'm going live with Mr. Marty Ray, the soon to be huge, famous.
I'm already huge.
Stop.
Just not
We're
famous.
going to take care of that, though.
That's right.
We're about to start the program.
Amp Labs is about to take care of the project in its entirety, meaning me, Marty Ray, because Amp Labs is a projector
That's right. We're going to make sure the project of Marty Ray is going to last for periods of time.
forever.
Forever, man.
Yeah.
We got to keep you producing music because it makes me feel good. When I feel good, I try to help a lot of people, man. So we got to keep this ripple effect going, man. The positivity and all the inspiration, man. So you got to keep producing that stuff, man.
I hope that I'm able to produce music. But you know, the beautiful thing about music is that you can, whatever I put out there in the ether is there forever anyway. Like it's always going to be there.
Oh, yeah.
So even when I leave, I know you'll be sad about it. You'll be super sad.
Stop it.
But
Stop it.
when I leave, there'll still be tons of my music for you to listen to.
That's true. As a matter of fact, I got it saved right now on my iTunes. As soon as I get in the truck, it already goes. You remember, we got in the truck a
Yeah.
while ago, and it just came on, man.
Straight to Marty
I
Ray
mean-
Project. True projector, Jimmy Gerland.
Yes, sir. We got some. Hey, we got Bob in here. What's up, Bob? Man, I hope everything went really well for you tonight, man. Bob had to corner some fights tonight, man. He had
Oh,
some-
is Bob in
yeah,
there?
Bob got on here. Donna, how long have you been training? I started training, actually bodybuilding training, when I was 18. Did my first show at 21. Really didn't know the ins and out of the competition world. I was actually really discouraged on my first show because I'm sitting here going, man, I had abs, bro. My conditioning was on point. I was like 2% body fat, 212 pounds. I mean, I thought I was awesome. Guys placed better than me with no visible abs. And I'm like, what's going on here? I didn't really realize at that stage that the sport is very political. You got to really earn your rights in the bodybuilding and fitness world. I didn't know that. But, yeah, continue to train, Donna, for the remaining till now, man. I've been up to 300 pounds at, 10% body fat and couldn't even wipe my ass. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I was huge. Could push the most weight in the
So you
gym.
just walked around with Dookie in your butt crack.
I call it a man pond.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I had it stuck in there just in case my protein shake, squirted out or anything
Right.
like that. But yeah, man, you got to constantly feed yourself when you're that
How many
big.
pair of underwear did you go through in a day?
Well, that's the thing, man. Jockey sponsored me.
Really?
Yeah.
So you had unlimited.
I had an unlimited supply
That's
of
pretty good.
of the underwear, man.
That's pretty
and
good.
I always requested that they be black. I didn't want no white.
So your poop's black. You should probably go to the doctor.
No. It's not
that-
black. It's just I got tired of seeing the disc. Man, we are joking. This shit can get kind of crazy. Yeah, Don, I've been training since I was 18. I've had a passion for this sport. I'm never gonna leave it. I'm gonna die being a fitness motivator, a trainer, coach. I just love it so much. Everybody in this industry is they have a positive outlook because they're trying to reach a goal, and I like to surround myself with those type of people. You know what I'm saying? So, great question, Caleb. Caleb, the guy I introduced you to earlier, my little stud.
Yeah.
He says, "Is it true that Caleb, the kid you train, is stronger than you?" It's true, man. It's true, man. You're also a little lady killer, man. You need to chill out with that shit.
Ask him, did he download my album?
Did you download Marty's album yet is what we want to know, Caleb. That's what we want to know. All right, man. So, all right, guys, we got Mr. Marty Ray in the house. So tell me, man, what's it like to be a living rock star, man?
Well, I'm not a rock star, but I'm like the dad that plays music and makes a little bit of money doing that.
Yeah.
And but as far as the rock star lifestyle, I don't want any part of it. As far as you talk about, those people that travel all over the world for months and years, and they're away from their family. I don't want to be away from my family,
Right.
So I don't. That's why I don't sign with a record deal. I don't sign with a record label because they require you for the most part to commit to 150 dates a year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wherever they are. And it doesn't matter what your family says. It doesn't matter what you say. Your family. That's why there's so much divorce within musicians' lives when they make it to a certain level, because they don't. You lose touch with each other.
Yeah,
after
for sure.
a while.
Well, you're on the road. I mean, dude, it's just like my other buddy, man. They literally they hardly stay at home. They are at oh man, my phone just died. That sucks. But anyways, yeah, they're literally on the road nonstop, man. So, dude, that's a hard lifestyle to be in, you know?
It is. Matt Brewer said, "How long did the man beard take to grow? What kind of fertilizer do you use?" Actually, Jimmy and I, he has a company called Amp Fuel.
Amp Labs.
Amp Labs. I was reading your Fight Fuel.
Yeah.
And that's why that came to me like that. And he and I are starting our own beard product fraternity. It's really a fraternity with products. So that's coming soon. So that's what I use, what I will be using. But right now, I haven't been using anything, as you can tell. You see how dry this is? You could break this off so easy right now. Anyway, thank you for all the compliments. I appreciate y'all. Means the world to me. I gotta answer some of my fans.
No. As we go through this, that's what we need. We got to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when they go, as a matter of fact, I need my damn charger up in here because I got to stay live through this shit.
Thank you, Biohazard. I appreciate that.
Huh?
I could grab it for you.
If you run downstairs, I have a long cord that goes over my couch.
Gotcha.
Just grab that right out there.
All right.
Thank you.
I just ate some Kentucky Fried Chicken and used the grease to shine your beard. It's a 2-for-1 win-win situation. I don't know why I said I. He didn't say I, but I seen an I there for some reason. He said just eat some. That is a good idea. Although I haven't eaten Kentucky Fried Chicken in a long, long time. It's been years. Say in Play says, "I'm a huge fan. Keep up the great work. What advice would you give me to starting my channel? By the way, my dad loves your music too." I thank you for being a true projector. True projectors, anybody's a projector that listens to my music, even if it's just once. But anybody that listens and shares, that's a true projector. You're really a part of the project. The only advice I could ever give anybody starting a channel, and this would be good for this content as well, starting a channel on YouTube or anything, Facebook page, whatever, the only thing I could say is make good content, right? I know that's like cliche.
Yep.
But make sure that it moves you, whatever it is. It could be a speech you're giving. If you're giving a speech or singing or just playing guitar or bodybuilding, right? You're giving advice.
Mm-hmm.
Your advice should move you.
Absolutely.
Like when you're giving it, you should get chills.
Mm-hmm.
And if you get chills, I guarantee you somebody else will.
Right.
So that's the thing I'm thinking about a YouTube channel. And when I sing my songs, I'm getting chills. But if I don't, then there's something wrong. And I won't post it. So, and then some people get chills when I sing as well. They tell me so. That means it's working, right? Let's see. KFC moving me. I don't know what that means. Can you please say a prayer for me and my mama? We are going through some hard times right now. I most definitely will, lost one. I most definitely will. I promise you I will. Believe that. Are you back?
I'm charging, man.
What else?
Let's get it. So yeah, you were saying the life on being a rock star, man. So it's tough, dude. It's tough to leave your family and not be around that, to go out and make the money, or at least follow the passion you have and spreading that, that voice you have. So it's tough, huh?
Well, I'll tell you how mine started. So growing up, I had a cholesteatoma in this right ear, which completely ate up all the bones that allow me to hear in my eardrum. So I can't hear anything from my right ear, right? So my whole growing up life, where I would mimic people, I would sing like Ray Charles. I would try to sound like them, and I thought I was doing pretty well at it. But then there were people that said that I couldn't sing at all, right? Some even in my family, they would say, "Well, you can't sing, right? If you're going to get in music, you need to get involved in some instrument or something."
Mm-hmm.
And I said I just would hear myself through my one good ear, and I'd be like, "Man, I sure feel like I can sing," right? But I just took their advice. Because some of these people I looked up to, and they were singers. Like I was like, "Man, I love your voice." Like one of them, I ain't gonna say any names. I don't want to make anybody feel bad, but some of them were my family, and some of them were. They didn't say I couldn't sing, but they said trying to make it in music is foolish. In entertainment is foolish because you just need to go get a job. So where I grew up, it was a place to where the dream you were supposed to have, and you were trained this in high school, the dream you were supposed to have was to get a job at a factory called Nucor, which is a steel mill. And then when you did that, then you had made it in my hometown, right? Because you were making 80 to 100,000 a year working in a factory, right? And I got nothing against that, right? That's great, but that wasn't for me, right? And thank God I didn't, because if I would have ever gotten a job there, I'd probably still be working there, right? I never would have pursued it, but it was the way that my music career started, and actually the way that I first heard my real voice, my own voice, because I was, like I said, I was mimicking everyone else. So I didn't know what I actually sang like, because I was always sounding like someone else. And I had heard how other artists did that, and people were knocking them. They were like, we already have this guy, so it does you no good to sound like somebody, right?
Right.
So I got a MacBook in 2000 and something. I got a MacBook, opened it up, and it had GarageBand in it, which I could record myself. I thought was like, whoa, like I can make my own music now? Right? I'm just excitement. I didn't even know what it was. I just double clicked this GarageBand. I was like, GarageBand, and I start singing into the laptop microphone.
Right.
And I was like, I'm about to be famous. You know what I'm saying?
Just like that.
Just like that.
Is that what I need to do?
That's all you got to do.
Because I always felt like I was a singer, man.
You just pull it up. You pull up your GarageBand. You know what I mean? And you'll get it. No,
hey,
so
I need you to teach me some notes in a little bit.
That's the thing. I don't know how to teach anybody to sing. People say it all the time. They go, man, can you teach? You should do lessons like these master classes and stuff. And I'm like, I don't even know if I'm doing it right. Right? I just sing like what God, I came out the womb. This is how it is.
Right.
I don't know nothing.
It's all natural.
I guess
it's all pure and natural.
Whatever it is, it came from here. I don't know, because I didn't learn anything.
Right.
I know I think you can learn to sing. Right. I don't know, but anyway, so I pull this up and I started realizing, okay, so I don't have to pay tens of thousands of dollars to record something. I can do it right here. So I just started digging in. I started, because I said, well, I can't just make something by singing into this tiny little laptop mic. Right. So I said, I gotta figure out how they do it. What do they use? So I started looking around, found a condenser mic, a cheap condenser mic that my cousin had. He let me use it. Figured out that you can't just hook the condenser mic into the computer. You got to use a audio interface. Went and bought one of them, a cheap one, because I didn't have much money. Excuse me. And so then started just singing at first, because I couldn't play anything. I didn't know how to play any instruments or anything at that time. So I just started singing a cappella type stuff in the computer.
Right.
And then I discovered this app called a T-Pain app. And they had free tracks, already built hip hop tracks on there. So I started taking those tracks from that app and putting them on my computer, and I created a song called Fat Girl. It was like this funny song.
Do you still have it?
Somewhere. I have a video that we made.
Oh, man.
Made the video with a flip camera. You remember the flip cameras?
Oh, yeah.
Little things. Yeah. Made the video. I had it one of the special effects was so primitive. I took the camera and I had my cousin who's a male was dressed in had a wig on.
Yeah.
And had the fat suit on and had the dress. and one of the lines of the song is what is it? Brittany, you need to go on a diet. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Weight Watchers, Jenny Craig, Slim Fast, try it. It might work. At least give it a shot. Man, I wish I could remember that song. Anyway, there's one line that's talking about when you run the earthquakes, right?
Oh my!
So I took the camera. And as I said, run towards the camera. So I ran towards the camera. I was doing this right here, like it was shaking the world, right? And this video ended up getting 30,000 views, right? This was an old YouTube channel.
Yeah.
30,000 views. I was like, man, I'm famous. Just like I said I was going to be. 30,000 views. So then the video offended some people and stuff like that. So I ended up taking it down, right? Don't even remember how to get into that YouTube channel. And so then but that still wasn't how I discovered my voice, right? That was just rapping. That was just fun. So my whole intention was, okay, I'm going to get into music, but I'm going to make people laugh. I'm just going to do parody stuff.
Right.
And that was all I was ever intending to do. Even though I had been writing songs, right? I had been writing songs for years. My first song I wrote my brother's friend was playing the piano, and I wrote that song. I wish I could remember. I always say if I could remember that song, it would be triple platinum.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know where it was. I don't know where the paper is, but I'd love to have it. But he was just playing the piano, and I just started singing to that. And he goes, "Man, we got to write that." I said, "Let's do it." So from that point on, I think I was like 12 years old, and I was like, "This is great, man. We're creating stuff right here.
Right.
We're actually creating something. We just made a song, bro." Right? I was super excited. But then, so to sum this inception of my voice up, right? My musical career, true beginning was during the Fat Girl thing. That was the true beginning right there.
But, so wait, let me get this straight. So your first song, thinking you're gonna be this singer, you wrote a song about a fat girl?
I didn't think I was gonna be a singer. I thought I was gonna be a rapper.
A rapper.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. The next Vanilla Ice.
Maybe a bearded Ice. The YouTube channel was called Burnt Ice Productions.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So if somebody you can look that up and find it. There might be something there. I don't know unless they deleted it because it was so foolish. But anyway, so one Christmas, I had already at this time I had learned a little bit about recording.
Yeah.
From then to there was maybe a year later after that Fat Girl video. Right, and then it'll come out someday.
This is great, man.
It'll come out someday, right? Somebody will find it.
No, that needs to be on the new album, bro.
Oh man, I can't like now, especially like nowadays. I would really be just.
Dude, I don't know why you're talking about this, and all I have in my dancing in my brain right now is the Weird Al Yankovic of "I'm Fat." When he did
from I'm Bad.
I'm Bad.
Yeah.
I'm just visioning this right now.
My cousin looked a lot like that, but with hair as a girl. But he had a beard too.
Yeah.
I mean, we took look.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah. It was a bearded woman.
Yeah.
So we took. One of the funny things is I was so creative, right? That I said I want a bird to fly down, and I want you to eat the bird, right? In one of the scenes.
Yeah.
So I was like, we can't achieve this, but by any other way than me getting on the roof with a peep and making the peep look like it's dangling down, flying around. And then you grab that peep and you eat the freaking thing, right? And that's in the video. You can clearly see the string.
Bro.
You can see the string, and he goes and eats the freaking bird. I said, genius. I'm Steven Spielberg right now. That's genius. And so, anyway, long story short, this was already a long story, wasn't short. Anyway, so fast forward a year, I tell my cousin who had been recording, right? I said, let's go make a legit song. Let's go record Hallelujah, right?
Right.
You know that song, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah. So I said, let's record that song with you, me, and my uncle. They were both singers. They sang in church. They played instruments. I said, this will be great. And this will be my first time ever recording an instrument and vocals and everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and I said, this will be my first time getting to impress them, right? Because I was always wanting to impress my musical family. So I wanted to get their adulation. You know what I mean? I wanted them to say, man, you're good. Never happened, right? It still hasn't happened. But, I always wanted that.
That's that setting them bars high.
Yeah.
You got to get there.
I don't know if it'll ever happen.
You'll get there.
I've moved past that. It doesn't matter to me anymore.
But it keeps you driven, so it's all good.
No, that's what drove me in the beginning. It doesn't now.
What drives you now?
Well, let me finish this story. We'll get into the Amp Labs because that's what drives me now.
Oh,
Fight
shit.
Fuel.
Oh yeah.
No.
Oh yeah.
I haven't even taken any yet, but I'm looking forward to it. No, so we start recording. Here's what's crazy about this. We start recording Hallelujah, and all I'm doing is just trying to mimic, and that's what I'm trying to do is mimic Jeff Buckley, right? And I'm doing it what I thought was pretty well, right? We don't get to finish that song. So I'm upset because my uncle has to leave. So he leaves, and I'm thinking, I don't want to leave here empty-handed. Like, I want to record something. So I told my cousin after he left, I said, just play. I said, I'm just going to pick a song out of the hymn book and play it. So I look through and I find Great Speckled Bird. And I say, okay, well, you play this. I've never heard anybody sing this. So I said, you play this, and I'll sing it how I think appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
He played it, and then next thing you know, it was all like the way I felt it in my head was, what a beautiful thought I've been thinking concerning a great speckled bird, right? And that was just me for the first time in my life. I had just heard my voice.
I heard your voice. Yeah.
Yeah, because there was nobody to go off of, no other person. It was just coming from my heart.
Right. Right.
So at that point, I didn't even know it, even though it gave me chills at the time.
Did it sound just like that at the time, or over the years it's gotten to be that?
No,
good?
just like that.
Just like that.
Just like the
Okay.
video's up. You can go to YouTube and hear the video.
Yeah.
Right, and from that, when I was singing it, I was feeling it, but he didn't say anything. When I came out of the studio, out of the room, I say vocal booth. It was the pastor's office that was connected, that was right there. You know, it was not a vocal booth.
Mm-hmm.
So I come out of that, and I'm expecting him to go, "Wow, bro, no, nothing," right? And he's sitting there, and he's just looking at the computer, and he had to stop it. And so then I listened back, and I'm like, "Ooh," I said, "Bro, that sounds good, don't it?" He goes, "Yeah, it sounds good." Right, one of those. And I'm like, "Well, dadgum, man." I said, "I don't know if I'm ever going to impress them then." So I take the laptop. I'm excited about it.
Right.
All I did to it, I took that raw track and I just added a little reverb. And I said, "Let's see how it sounds with that," because I'm playing around. I take it to my uncle. I say, "Man, check this out, what we did." He listens to it, and he says, "Well, it wasn't really a compliment, but it was." He goes, "That ain't you." So I'm going, "Yeah, it is me.
Yeah.
That is me." And he said, well, whatever. I'm not going to call my cousin's name out, but he said, "Your cousin," he said his name, right?
Yeah.
He said, "Well, he's good at editing. He did something." I was like, "No, he didn't do anything. That's me. That's my voice. And there's no editing happening here."
Right.
You know? But that was the first time I realized that I had something here, right? And so I said, "I'll make a video." Made a video. It was very well received for the time, right? I think that video got like 15,000 views.
Right.
And then but what got me like fired up was that I worked for my dad at his shop. So people were calling in to my dad's shop and going, "Man, I love that song you posted on Facebook. I love that song, man. You got any more?" Right? And then they were like, "When are you doing a concert?" and all this stuff. And I was like, whoa, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At this time, I was in shape, too, so I really could have took off in the world, right? Wasn't married.
It's not about your looks, man.
Thank you.
It's not about your looks.
Thank you so much.
It's not about you.
Well, I guess then the whole thing with you getting me in shape then is we don't need to worry about that then.
Bro, you're a talented human being, man. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate
you got a
that.
gift. I can't. That's what I sound like. You know what I'm saying?
I sounded great.
You sound great.
I said that sounded great.
Oh, it did.
Yeah,
that
do it
actually
again.
that actually had a note.
I don't know. Oh, that was beautiful. What do you think, Chris? Beautiful, isn't it?
I mean, it's
Chris don't like Ed Sheeran, so we're not going to ask him.
hey, but he does. See, we speak the same level of.
Right now, that's something I don't understand.
I like
Ready?
that.
Yeah.
Hey, see, he likes that. See,
Yeah.
I don't understand the mic puking. Get the fuck up. Yeah. Okay.
Well, I just burped actually.
I know, but that sounded exactly like it.
Yeah, I just burped. That's all that sushi we just ate.
Yeah. Not well. You
didn't have.
I didn't have sushi this time.
That's right.
I can't do sushi 3 times a day like you.
I do.
I can't.
I do it 3 times a day, man.
Yeah.
3 times a day.
Well, about the rock star thing, that was just summing the whole thing up this way. It was actually a blessing that I didn't make it as an 18-year-old, right?
Yeah.
Because I would have been very foolish, and
Trying to stand.
it was perfect that it lasted, that it waited until I was grown and more knowledgeable, and so that I wouldn't
There we go.
have to feel like I had to sign with a record label, because I actually went that route, right? I went through immediately thinking, well, okay, I'm going to try to go for this thing. And I said, okay, I got to get a record deal.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only way you make it.
Right.
And I said, so I started going to these events, where you had record label execs there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so they would hear me and they would go, "Hey, you sound great," and they would give me advice on how to direct my career. And I was like it was I met with Sony years ago, and the guy said, he looked across from me and he goes, "You're good, but you're not like label good." Right?
Oh, shit, just like that.
Yeah, and he said you'd probably do well live, but I don't see you ever selling any labels at this stage. like that. And I go, see, I wasn't just some chump kid, right?
Mhm.
Like he was used to dealing with. And I said, how the frick do you know? I said, you telling me that everything that you know what's a hit and what's not? I said, the crap that's played on the radio, some of the stuff that's played on the radio is just trash.
Yeah.
The only reason it's a hit is because you've brainwashed people by playing it so much because you paid to get it done.
It's the marketing.
That it makes people think they like it.
Yeah.
Right? And I said, I'm not saying all the songs are that way.
But
Because
there's
there's
a lot.
some that I like. But there's a lot
there's
that
a
are
lot.
just the same thing over and over
Right.
again. Right?
Yeah.
And I said, now what makes you think that you know what I do is not up to your standards of the label, right? And that from that moment on, it just really changed my whole thought process. So that was that everything was a blessing because then I said, well, I'm just going to see what I can do with just me and whoever becomes a fan and God, like just us three together. Let's see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the only credit I have is my fans and God. I didn't know no door that's been open for me that I opened, right? Derek Lewis playing me at the Madison Square Garden. I had no hand in that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I had no hand in that. Like you finding out about my music and then you showing it to Derek, I presume, right? You showing it to him and then him saying, I want to walk out to this song Haunted at the Madison Square Garden for my heavyweight championship fight. That had nothing to do with me. Like I couldn't have made that happen. You see what I'm saying?
Right, right.
I mean, I could have if I was rich enough and I said, here's $1 million to do that. And sure, right? People would do things for money. But I have nothing to offer them other than friendship,
Right.
other than appreciation, gratefulness, right?
Right.
So, like I said, it's just all you're a projector. I'm a project. Everybody watching this is a projector, and it's all we're all projectors in this thing. So the rock star life doesn't even pertain to me. Like people consider it. My life is a lot more boring than that, according to some people. You know what I mean?
Well, I guess, in today, it's not like it was back in the days with a lot of the musicians. So nowadays you have so much social media access. You got the YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. So all you really got to do is have a little bit of hardware, record you a song, and it could go viral like that.
It can go viral for a myriad of reasons.
Yeah.
Right? You can go viral just because the song is attached to a thought.
Right.
Or it makes you laugh, or it makes you cry, or it could just be terrible. You could just suck, right? Horribly bad. And then it go viral for that. But then you got a career for singing horribly. There's people that have careers that literally have a career because they suck.
Right.
Right? Think about, you remember when American Idol first started, there was a guy named William Hung or something like that.
Yeah.
You remember him?
Of course, the Asian dude.
Yeah, the Asian dude.
Yeah.
He was William Hung, and he was horrible, but he ended up making a lot of money selling albums. Who would have thought, right? Here's a guy who absolutely is just bad, but people bought it. Why? I don't know. But I think it's cool.
I only know him from American Idol. I didn't even know he actually made something of that.
He did. He sold, and he actually had performances. He would go and do performances and stuff at corporate things. Might still do it. I don't know. But, yeah, She Bang. See, they got me. She Bang, She Bang.
Oh, that's who did that?
Yeah. Well, it was actually a Ricky Martin song,
Yeah.
I think, right?
It was a Ricky Martin song, and then he covered it terribly and became famous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It became famous because but I would even go as far to say is that song drove the popularity of She Bang further up.
Yeah.
Right?
At least for them to search it up, it probably triggered it.
Right, because if you get something like a parody, that's not a parody, that was just him doing it. But when people do parodies, like a lot of times it that's why the record label doesn't really care, as long as they're getting their cut. Like we get a little cut off of YouTube. We love you doing parodies and covers because that's just drawing more attention to our people. Yeah.
Exactly.
Anyway, that's what we say when we reach a point where we have nothing else to say.
Yeah, we're just in that kind of funk era where Marty just basically stole the whole show.
Hey, I told you.
You know,
I can talk and talk, man.
I'm sitting over here fiddling around with my ball sack over here.
Well, you messing with your phone, so I figured I'm gonna keep talking until he's done with his phone.
I'm trying to get this live thing going now that I got some juice back up in this phone here. Oh shit.
Yeah, you're having a problem.
Yeah, I'm trying to get this phone hooked
I
up.
apologize for the bad language, people.
Right.
No,
right.
I'm just messing with you.
Hey,
What is it? What's a
hi,
hey?
Amber.
Why don't you use that, bro?
What?
The stand for your phone.
I guess yeah.
That's probably pretty smart.
You know, I did buy.
It's a good
all
thing
this
we have a
stuff.
producer,
Thank you, sir.
Chris Cantiana.
Quintanilla.
Here we go.
Quintanilla.
Oh, I'm having trouble because this damn, this little charger over here.
Well, when you get that done, I want to tell you if you don't have any other questions, I want to tell you something that really, if you want to talk, if you have the time.
There we go.
He's not even paying attention. But
Nah, man.
look at it. He said,
Hold on.
There we go.
There we go. Hold on. We're golden now, man. I got the stand. Oh. Hey, guys, I promise you, this is not my first podcast.
Hey, this is a podcast, people. It's Beard and the Beast, actually, and it's actually being
there we go.
streamed live. So, but after this, is the word. If you want to see, if you want to see what's actually happening right now,
we're not going to have anybody on this.
I'm keeping the camera.
You can go after this live feed, right? Whoever's watching my live feed, go to Beard. Is it Beard and the Beast?
Yeah.
Is it Beard and the Beast on YouTube?
Beard and the Beast YouTube.
So on YouTube, you can type in Beard and the Beast, and there's video footage of him fiddling with his phone this entire time. He hasn't stopped the entire time fiddling with his phone. So just so you.
Well, it's all because of this damn charger. There we go. And now it's all zoomed in for some reason.
Not Beer and the Beast.
Screw it.
Beard.
Yeah,
Beard.
That's going to be as good as we can get right there. Yeah. Sorry, guys.
You good?
Oh, yeah, here we go. There we go. Do you want to bring... There we go. Hey, what's up, Danny? How you doing, man? Amber, how you doing? Mark, what's up, buddy? All right, now we can go, brother. We're ready.
You good?
We're good, man. We're good.
So, real quickly, and then...
Hold that thought right quick, because now we're tuned into some new viewers. Guys, we're actually running live right now. If you go on YouTube, type in Beard and the Beast. I got Mr. Marty Ray.
Marty Ray Project.
Marty Ray Project. We got him live on the Beard and the Beast podcast right now. If you want to go on YouTube, type in Beard and the Beast. You can chime in, answer questions, whatever. But we're going to keep it running live on Facebook. So, hey, what's up, Matt? All right, hit me, bro. What you got?
So here's what's up. So I just want to hit a few quick points. There's many points in my career. You asked about the rock star life. I know I went into telling you about my life. I figured it was appropriate to tell my story.
No, I needed it.
Right? So you've never even heard it, right?
No, absolutely
So there's a few crucial moments that when I was about to give up, right? I took every last penny I had, right? I had $3,000 in the bank. I had 2 children and a wife, and I was the only one that made the money.
Mm-hmm.
So I had $3,000 in the bank. I said, man, I've always heard that you gotta risk it to get the biscuit, right? So I said, I need to do that. I need to prove that that I have faith that this is what I'm supposed to do, or that it falls apart.
Right.
So I took that $3,000 that I had. That's all I had. I borrowed my uncle's van. It was one of them old Chevrolet, one of the old Ford vans. They're big, huge monsters, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, well, I can drive to Nashville. I had a buddy in Nashville, CJ Wilder. He's actually on YouTube. Phenomenal. I do shows with him now. We grew up together, CJ and I. And CJ had done what I wanted to do. He had the gall to leave Blytheville and say, I want to play music. And he didn't know anything about, he knew about playing music. He was phenomenal. He still is. But he didn't know anything about Nashville. He just packed up and just said, I know which direction it is. And he said, I know where the Batman is. In Nashville, there's a building. It's a huge AT&T tower. Yeah. And it goes real far up, and it has these points at the top. So it looks like Batman's cowl, right? He said, I know how to get to that. He had one friend there. He drove towards that cow, kind of like the North Star, right? He just drove towards that cow. Mm-hmm. Got there. His buddy met him. He slept on his couch, started trying to get gigs, meeting all these people. He's been playing on Broadway, which is I don't know if you've ever been to Nashville or not, but that street Broadway is like, that's where the people play. You know, that's where if you're a professional musician, you play there until you get it on a tour. And he ended up writing songs with so many people that you would know if I called them out, right? And he actually toured with Toby Keith's daughter, became friends with Toby Keith. You know who that is, right? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I would hope so, even though you're a death metal guy.
No.
Right?
I still love my rap. Okay, I still love
My
it.
daddy served in the army, and he lost his right eye,
Oh,
and he
yeah.
flew a flag out in our yard. To the day that he died, he wanted my mother, my brother, my sister, and me to grow up and live happy in the land of the free. I just teared up Chris right there, and he hates country
Yeah,
music.
I know. I see it over there.
You see
I
him?
see
He's
it.
crying.
I need a tissue.
Don't use the one that comes from his anyway. Yeah. So what I was trying to say is when he did that, I knew that he was a connection that I had in Nashville.
Yeah.
So I contacted him, $3,000. I said I want to record an EP, which is a shortened version of an album. I wanted to do 4 songs. I took that $3,000 and I did 2 of them with that $3,000.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
all I could do.
Yeah.
In the actual professional studio, because I still, no matter how much I learned, I still did not have the capabilities to make something that was to the standard and the quality that I wanted it to be, as far as like you would hear on the radio and like you would hear in your favorite music. Like I wanted it to sound as good as theirs.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know how to do that. Even though I had the condenser mic and all this, I didn't know how to mix things properly, master it, and whatever. So I contacted him, went to Nashville, slept in my uncle's van with my drummer at the time. Slept in the van, woke up the next morning. CJ, I slept in the parking lot where we were going to eat breakfast the next morning. He comes to eat breakfast. I show up hoping that he'll buy my breakfast, right, because I got no more money.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't, right? I ended up having to buy his, right? It wasn't because he didn't know. He would have bought it,
Right.
right? But nonetheless, I just barely got by with those 2 songs. Those 2 songs, one of them was called Tow Truck Driver, because my dad, we grew up, he was a tow truck driver, so I wrote a song about my father, right, in basically my hometown. And the other one was called Countryman, because at that time I was like, I'm just going to do the country music because everybody's going to think I'm country anyway.
Right.
And they still to this day. People will hear me do. I could do any song in the world, right? I could do it in any genre in the world. I could do death metal, and they'd say, "Oh man, I never heard this song country," right? I could scream on the mic, and then there's some people out there who go, "Man, I didn't know I would like that country," or I don't like this country,
Mm-hmm.
right? Just
Right.
because I have a beard, I must be country. I don't understand it, but
Yeah.
nonetheless. So I did those 2 songs, took them back, was feeling like, on top of the world, thought I was about to sell a million records. And I ended up getting another 2 done almost a year later and released that album and might have sold, I don't know, 10, right? Might have sold 10 of those
Mm-hmm.
at the time. And I was like so depressed. And I was going to all these shows that I could get to as far as other artist shows like Tracy Lawrence and 38 Special, BB King, all these people. I was going, Darius Rucker. I was going to all these shows, and I thought, man, if I can just get to them and give them a CD, something will happen from it, right?
Right.
Which is completely wrong. Like if anybody out there thinks that that's how you make it, it ain't going to happen. Like they do not care. They just don't.
Yeah.
Because that happens to them
I
so
was
much.
about to say that has to happen all the time.
It happens when you're on their level. It's always happening,
Right.
right? And they don't, for one, they don't have time to listen, right? They don't have time to sit down and just always listen to thousands. And plus, there's really nothing they can do, right? They could say, hey, here's somebody that's cool to a label, but the label has to think that you're cool, right? The label has to think that you're going to make them money.
Right.
Regardless, the only thing they could really do, which they won't because they're in a contract, is do a record with you or do a song, cut a song with you, right? But they're not going to do that either because you're not with that label, and they are bound by that contract, that agreement. Anyway, so I was giving my CDs out to these people, and it was just, I'll tell you what happened. Tracy Lawrence, you know who that is?
Mm-hmm.
I gave my CD to him, and
No shit.
I did.
Yeah.
Gave my CD to Tracy Lawrence, and he took it, and he was nice. And I had given it to so many people. I did not have faith that anything was going to happen. Right.
Right.
And I knew the guy at Gold Strike Casino that was over entertainment because of my stepmother. So she introduced me to him, and he actually liked my music. He liked what I did. So he became, I guess, one of my first fans, right? Which turned out good for me because I got to meet a lot of people through him. And so I gave my CD to him. Tracy Lawrence left. This was the first bit of motivation that I had because at this point I was just ready to call it quits, right? I was ready to give up. And Neil was his name. And he calls me like the next day and he said, I meant to tell you, Tracy Lawrence got on his bus. And then he said, he got back off the bus when they got on and he said, tell that kid, great job.
Really?
Got back on his bus and left. Nothing ever happened, right?
Yeah.
Nothing but that right there. I said, whoa, Tracy Lawrence said, great job, right? So I said, okay, I'm going to keep going, right?
Yeah.
And I kept going and then handed the CDs out to other people. I said, well, maybe there is something to this. Handed my CD out to some other people. Started going back down again in motivation. Wasn't getting a lot of views. Didn't have I didn't have a following at all.
Right.
Right? Like I didn't have these people watching me live right now. I didn't have any of that. Started coming back down. I go to see B.B. King. And now this is incredible. This drove me for the rest of my life.
Right.
And it will always drive me.
Okay.
So I'm watching B.B. King. I'm on the front row. B.B. King is doing he's in the middle of Thrill Is Gone. Or he had just started it, right? Not in the middle of it. He just started it. And he came out of that and he was doing that. And because B.B. King, the beautiful part about who he was is he at the very beginning of the show, you know, they turn the house lights down all the way. So the stage lights are shining on the performers. You can't see the people that come to see you. B.B. King said, turn the house lights up. Played the whole show like right here, like we're now.
Right.
Played the whole show that way. The stage lights were on him, but the house lights were on us. He wanted to see his fans, right? And he said, I want to see the people that came to see me. That's what he said. And he started playing. He played, you know, maybe 5 songs. And then he got to Thrill Is Gone. And he had seen me. He had been looking at me the whole time because I'm a big B.B. King fan. So I was just like, you know, just moving and I'm feeling it because I loved it, you know.
Right.
And then he started that and he looks over and he stops and he goes, as long as that man right there is having a good time, so am I. Right? Thrill is gone away. And I go, me? Like he was talking to me. I told my buddies, he was talking to me, man. Right? I'm almost in tears.
Right.
Right? Now, if that was the end of that story, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
But it ain't the end of it, right? This story progressively grows into this epitome of nothing could have happened better than what happens to me with B.B. King, my experience with B.B. King. So at the end of the show, everybody rushes to the stage because that's what he wants. He says he wants everybody to come up.
Right.
Now, he's an old man at this time. He's sitting in the middle of the stage. He takes some guitar picks out of his jacket pocket, throws them across the stage. They don't make it. Guitar picks aren't that heavy, so they don't make it all the way to the fans. Some of the fans are jumping on the stage and trying to get these picks, right?
Right.
And they're getting thrown off the stage by security. It's making B.B. King furious. He's like, quit throwing him off the stage. Stop that. I'm giving those picks. He just gets mad, and they don't stop throwing them. So then he takes off his gold. He takes off his gold bracelets and necklace and throws it to the fans because he knew he could reach with that heavy.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. He throws it, his gold jewelry, this is his jewelry.
Yeah.
Throws it to him knowing that he can make it if he throws this item that's that heavy. And then they're just snatching that up. And then I'm thinking, because I let everybody get in front of me because I was front row the whole time. So I was like, I'm going to let all these people have this same experience.
Right.
And then when he threw that, I was like, dang, I wish I'd have went up there.
I could have had me a new gold chain, man.
You imagine having B.B. King's gold chain, though. Like, I'd be wearing it right now.
Yeah.
Forever. Anyway, so at that point, the respect I had for him as not just a musician, but as a human, for appreciating that, man, this is why you're a king, bro.
Right.
Like Elvis was that way. Michael Jackson was that way. They loved their fans, truly loved their fans. And so because I knew the guy with entertainment, I had the privilege of getting to go backstage, right? So they're leading the people, very few people from the show, like maybe 3 people got to go backstage, but all of B.B. King's family, right, were back there to see him, right? And there was a ton of people that claimed to be his family or were long-distance relatives, something, right? And they were back there, and then like 3 of us from the actual show were back there. They were leading us with a flashlight. This is crazy. When I tell you this, you're not going to believe this. This is absolutely nuts. Chris, did you like BB King?
Oh, yes.
Thank you. Thank God.
We found one.
Thank God.
We found one.
Okay, so they're leading us back with a flashlight. You can't see anything. It's pitch black.
Yeah.
Security guard leading us. All we can see is what's right in front of us. We're walking by this circle of security guards. They look about like you, right? They're standing there like this. A hand, this massive hand, reaches out between them and grabs my hand as I go by, right? And I'm like, what in the world is pulling me to these security guards? These security guards, bro, you got to move. You got to move. I'm like, man, somebody's got my hand. And then they look down and they split, and it's BB King in a wheelchair. He grabbed my hand.
No.
I promise you. Pulled me to his wheelchair. And I'm going, he goes, I enjoyed having you tonight. Like that. And I'm going, I'm just like about to break down ball, right?
Yeah.
I almost will now, right?
Right.
Almost thinking about it. And I had a BB King record, which is on my wall to this day. You see it in all my videos behind me.
Yeah.
The BB King album that I had, that he hand signed that from me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that didn't buy that. I had that in my hand. He looks at it. What we got here? I said, man, Mr. King. I just couldn't speak. I was like that. I was just like, and he goes, you want me to sign this, don't you? I said, boy, I'm sure. I was just like, like a bumbling idiot.
Right.
And he was like, who's got a Sharpie like that, And then one of the security guards, I don't know if we have one. He said, go get one. He didn't like those security guards.
Yeah.
Because they had made him mad 2 times now.
Right.
Because you don't mistreat his fans.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't like that. So he made one of the security guards go get a Sharpie. They brought a Sharpie. He said, hold this light. He was just mad with them, right? He's like, hold this light. And they held the light, and he signed it to me, right? Now, if the story stopped right there, that'd be an amazing story, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It don't, though. It don't stop there. I'm telling you, when I said that the epitome of a BB King experience happened to me, the epitome of it happened to me.
Right.
So I go backstage. Now, I have a Martin guitar, right? It's a Martin. The antithesis of Gibson, the enemy, I should say, of Gibson guitars, who he was under contract with to own. If he was still alive, I wouldn't even tell this story, because he was under contract with Gibson. He was not supposed to sign anything except for a Gibson product. So I have a Martin. So I've already kind of given you everybody that watches my videos knows that BB King signed my guitar.
Yeah.
Now, I'm back there. I'm at the end of this line. There's just tons of people, and they're going in and out, and I'm like, daggone, man, BB's going to be so tired of seeing people. And I'm seeing people get turned away. It's his family. People are getting turned away that had guitars that were not Gibson. Mm-hmm. They were trying to get signed. And I'm seeing them walk back like with their head down with their guitar, right? And I'm like, oh, crap, man. If I just really want BB's autograph on my guitar, man.
Yeah.
And not to sell. Like, I'll never sell that. I think he knew they were trying to sell it or whatever. But I finally get in this place, and I walk in, and his eyes just light up like he saw his best friend. It's so incredible. When I'm just thinking about it right now, I'm there again.
Yeah.
I walk in this room, and he goes, well, I was wondering when you was going to get here. Like that. Like he was waiting for me the whole time. Whether that's true or not, I don't know.
Yeah.
He might have said that to every person that walked in there. But he said it to me, too, which made me feel super special.
Right.
And I walked in, and I took the picture, and I had one of my albums. Now, this is what I'm telling you. I had one of my albums, that first album that I had given everything for.
Right.
I handed it to him, and he goes, who's got a Sharpie, right? And so at this point, I'm thinking, oh, he thinks I want him to sign. They want him to sign this. I don't want him to sign this. I was like, no, Mr. King, I said, that's for you. I want you to take that. He goes, I know it's for me. Like that. And I said, okay. I said, I'm sorry. And he goes, who's got a Sharpie? Somebody gets him a Sharpie. And he gives the Sharpie to me, and he says, I want you to sign this to me. I signed my first album ever to BB King.
Holy shit.
And then he took my guitar, and he looks at the neck, and he sees Martin, and he looks up at me, and he goes, I'm going to sign it anyway. And he signed my guitar. And I'm telling you, I could cry right now. I left that day with this guitar that might be the only one in the whole world. And with my CD, I like to think, rode on his bus, whether he listened to it ever.
Yeah.
But it rode on his bus until the day he died. Marty Ray Project, riding on the bus of B.B. King, signed to B.B. King, right? Now you tell me that ain't a man who knows how to treat his fans.
Straight
From that moment on, I said, "There's nothing stopping me now."
Yeah.
I have an autograph. I signed my first album to B.B. King, and I said, "There's nothing stopping me."
Yeah.
I don't care what they say.
I was not expecting you to say any of that.
I know you weren't, but people might not even believe that story, but that is true.
Yeah.
Like I have the picture with him. You can clearly see it in my videos of me with BB in the green room. I'm leaned down. I take the picture. I even have the album in my hand, or he's holding the album. And I think I had already signed it to him. I even have a big picture that he signed for me, and I didn't even have a picture there. It's just a picture of him. That's what's in the frame.
Yeah.
Like the next time you watch one of my videos, look behind me.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's not something I purchased. That was something that picture that he signed, that was a gift from him to me.
Wow.
I didn't bring that even. The only thing I brought was my album and his actual record.
Right.
Right? He signed that, and he's the one that snatched me. I didn't even ask him. He asked me to sign his own record.
It was meant to be for you to be there.
Isn't that crazy?
Straight up.
Now, there's not a story that'll ever happen to me in my life that I can think of musically that would ever top that. So when he died, it crushed me because I wanted to see him again after success.
Right.
And I never got to. And I wanted to tell him how he drove me to where I am now and where I will be.
Yeah.
I wanted to be able to tell him that, but I didn't get to.
But, dude, don't you feel like he's looking down and probably thinking, man, I'm driving that boy
I
every
hope so.
day.
I hope he looks and I hope he just smiles, you know, and he's like, man, I knew there was something special in that kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
If you had a chance to sing any song to B.B. King, what would you sing right now?
My phone just died. I'm glad I got that story out before it died. Any song to B.B. King?
Yeah.
Man, Thrill Is Gone, I would imagine. If I could play it, I can't play it, though.
Yeah.
You know, I can't. I wish I could play like him. That was my intention when I left there, you know, that I would leave and I would become this man who could play. You know, BB couldn't sing and play at the same time.
Really?
Yeah, he could not, because he was a solo guy and he couldn't do any of these licks while he was singing. So if you watch his shows, you'll see where he's like, he'll sing like, "The thrill is gone away," and he'll rest his arms on his guitar and, "I said the thrill is gone," right? He'll just do that.
Yeah.
And isn't that crazy though that he couldn't but that gives you
But
hope.
you know what? But also too, that's the style. That's that sound that he created. You know.
Oh,
It's
he's
one of a kind. You kind
yeah. He's like, I mean, his cousin Albert King taught Stevie Ray Vaughan, like or didn't teach him, but he did, like in an inadvertent way.
That's my man.
Stevie Ray gives all of his credit of him knowing how to play guitar to Albert King.
You know, I saw a thing on Stevie because I'm a huge Stevie fan, and he said the guy he also looked up to was Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah,
That was one of his ultimate idols. Was
well,
Jimi.
you know, Jimmy had to play the guitar upside down. They say.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true or not.
No, it is. It is.
or
100%.
if they just move the strings, but
No. I've watched videos of him doing it. He's a left-hander, but played a right-handed guitar.
because they didn't make a left-handed guitar. I heard.
But it was upside down, so your high strings were on the top.
Right.
So he was having to do everything backwards.
Isn't that crazy? Like, you talking about a genius.
It's crazy.
So I always respected Jimi Hendrix for that.
Yeah.
I wasn't I'm not gonna lie and say I was a huge Hendrix fan, but there were songs like Voodoo Child that was just like that are just transcend
For sure.
everything. And then the way he played the national anthem, I thought was genius, was cool. Even though people were like, "Man, how dare you do that?" Right?
Yeah.
I thought that was super cool. And then he has like "Hey Joe." I thought that's an awesome song. You know that one?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Sing a little bit of it for us.
Hey Joe.
Hey, that was nice. That sounded like what's that homeless guy's name that sings?
Man.
No, there's
Oh yeah, he was on
homeless something.
He sang the Ghost song. Oh my love. That guy that sang in the subway.
No. That's Mike Young. I know him.
Yes.
I bought that right there. I bought that.
Dude, he
That's
sounds awesome.
No, this is a guy who's
You're talking about the guy that's with the dude that does the pranks.
no.
No, it's a different.
This is a legit homeless man
Yeah.
that plays the guitar. Homeless Mustard, I think. Homeless Mustard or something like that.
We can look him up.
You can look him up. If you put in homeless and mustard, it's going to pop up. I guarantee you.
Homeless mustard.
I hope that's what comes up.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to see the homeless some mustard that's homeless.
Yeah, homeless mustard.
Is that his name?
That's his
I
name.
thought so. You actually sounded like him right
Yeah.
there. Yeah, I've heard him one time.
I got a. Damn. Well, then it was almost on point then, man.
Yeah, it had
If
to
that
be.
if it brought up to like that,
You got a beard like that too.
He
Yeah,
got
yeah.
a beard.
Yeah.
He got a beard. He's got a little really growly voice, deep.
He's got some product in it. Is it shining?
No, he just uses mustard in it. That's why they call him homeless mustard.
It's always crusty. It's crusty.
Yeah, yeah.
It's crusty.
Homeless mustard.
Isn't that
Oh,
something?
man.
That is something.
You should check him out.
And he's a redhead too,
Just like you.
just like me.
And you were homeless once.
So yeah.
So y'all,
He
he
got
might.
a little mustard in me.
There might be a little mustard in you.
See, I'm a ketchup guy, man, so I don't know what y'all talking about.
You know who else is redheaded?
Who?
Ed Sheeran.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, he's redheaded. I'm in love with the shape of you. Push and pull like a magnet do. Yeah, is he his head bobbing? He says he hates it, but he loves
Man,
it.
I don't know too much. of
His
Ed
body
Sheeran.
loves it, but his mind hates it.
What's an Ed Sheeran song?
That was one.
Oh,
This is the one that turned me on to Ed Sheeran. I heard about him like for a long time in music, and I was like, this is probably some poppy guy that writes poppy lyrics.
yeah, yeah.
And then I heard, oh, misty eye of the mountain below, keep careful watch of my brother's soul, and should the sky be filled with fire and smoke, keep watching over during sun. Now I see fire inside the mountain. I see fire. And he don't like that.
Oh, I like it when you sing it.
I was about to say,
Yeah, that's
see
like
that right
Hey.
there? It's like, come on, man, come
No,
on.
but even the guitar, though, is like.
You know, it's crazy. I didn't know what that song was, but that song plays at the end of one of the Hobbit movies.
That's how I heard it.
That's how
I freaking heard it.
Yeah, because
He wrote it for that,
I'm not
believe.
big into those movies, but I liked that movie, and that was the one with the big ass dragon at the end of it.
Yes.
And then it ends, and it goes into that song.
Exactly.
Yeah.
When that movie ended, I was about to turn it off, and I hear this guitar go.
Yeah, yeah.
I said, okay, what is this here now? And then I heard, if this should end in fire, then we should all burn together.
Right.
Raise a glass of wine for the last time. Right? I'm like, are you kidding me? Who the freak is this guy, man? With these lyrics right here that making me feel like I'm going to go march in a battle with all my bros and we're raising a glass for the last time. Let's go out, baby.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? And I'm like, God. And I look it up. It's Ed Sheeran. I'm going, Ed Sheeran? How did I miss this guy?
Yeah.
So then I start looking into his other music, right? And this guy, it turns out he's a freaking genius at writing. Right? He has you've heard Ed Sheeran saying,
There's actually one song, because I did download his album. There's one song on there. I want to look it up, but it's not. I don't think it's like on the radio. It's just a song on one of his albums. It's a Green album.
that is the Multiply album. All his stuff is
Black and Green.
Addition. See, Chris should love it. It's all about math.
Oh,
It's-
thanks.
Chris loves math.
Not to go off, but this shit's funny as hell. I wish we had the screen pulled up because I would pull this shit up. But this guy on YouTube, he messes people's songs up. So it's an Ed Sheeran song,
Yeah.
but he does his voice and bad like out of tune instruments.
Yeah.
So the whole time through the Ed Sheeran song, it's like, and it's like, bang, dunk. Like, it's the most funniest shit you ever seen, but it's his music video.
And that's all he does.
That's all he does is mess people's music videos up.
Does he have a following?
A huge following.
Isn't that crazy though?
It's
That goes
crazy.
back to my point, my previous point. That's the beautiful thing about social media and the internet is you can find an audience for whatever you want to create,
Yeah,
even if it's something stupid like that.
yeah, I know.
Right? There's somebody out there that's going to love you. for it.
Right.
It's crazy.
I know, man. I
Anyway, what was the song though? I want to know the song.
know. It was. I'm gonna tell you right now. because I keep getting shitty connection over here.
That's this house.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I know. I hope we're actually streaming good. So it is called. It's this song right here, man. We've got.
If you give me the name, I'll probably know it.
I know you will.
I don't know if I ain't saying I'm the world's biggest fan. That I know the deep tracks, but I know some of them.
Okay, it is. Let me see here. I actually think it's this song here. This is it. It's called Nina.
I don't know that. See, this is what Chris is talking about.
Yeah.
This is what Chris is talking about.
Yeah.
The instrumentation where it
Oh,
goes.
wait. No, this is it. Bloodstream.
I haven't heard that one either. Let me see this real quick.
This is a jam, dude. I actually like this song.
Oh, I have heard this. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't hear it perfectly. You don't have a good enough charge. Yeah, this is good.
It's a good song.
Yeah, that's a good song. I like that.
Yeah.
And then, but there's definitely 4 on there that are really special songs. I See Fire's one of them. Thinking Out Loud, beautiful song, man. Like, I don't know, but anyway, we're not really here to talk about Ed Sheeran, and
It's just one of them.
I mean, that's me. I got off track talking about. I can talk about music forever. Different artists and different genres, as long as it's not death metal, I can talk about it.
Man,
you know what I mean?
I can show you some death metal that you would love, man.
I doubt that very seriously, but I've always been open to listening to different music to discover.
I have to be moved by the music. The voice is one thing, but I have to hear the riff, the break. Like with metal for me, because I train heavy as shit. I like to lead up to that one. It's kind of like the bullshit dubstep and the EDM stuff where they just boom and they drop it. Death metal, same thing. They lead up to these breakdowns where the singer at the right moment with the bass drop and just and it's just, I mean, goosies. You know what I'm saying? You know how you get that goosey feel
for you, yes, because that's the kind of that's what music is, though.
Yeah, if you get that feeling, you know what I'm saying.
Different music is for different people.
Absolutely.
There's been people that have asked me to cover like death metal songs, and I'm like, why? Like, if you like that kind of music, why would you want me to do it with just my guitar and slow it down and make it intimate, right?
Right.
What's the point?
Nah, that's not for you, man.
I know.
That's sped up. That would be like saying you do a Skrillex song or something. You know?
That'd be like taking Ice Ice Baby and making an acoustic cover. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that happened.
I know.
That's a reality. That shit happened last night.
Oh, that's another good story, right?
That happened last night.
I should have told you this story. I can't believe I left this out. Let me tell this quickly. I'll try to be quick about it.
Ain't nothing quick with you.
Oh, that's true. Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
I don't know how you know that, but nothing.
I am a trooper.
So I did the Ice Ice Baby cover, as you know, and anybody that watches this that knows me, they're going to know that. So I did that, and I did that at like 3 o'clock in the morning. And I just did it because at this time I had one viral video, the All About That Beard parody video, which reverts back. I was doing videos, and then I came and started learning a little bit about video production. I didn't know too much, but I knew some.
Right.
And you could tell from the video that I knew some, but I didn't know too much.
Right.
So I put that out. It went viral. They were playing it over in England and all these places.
How many views did it get, to say, the first 24 hours?
Like 1 million.
God dang.
Yeah. And it got 1 million views like the day, because we knew, I posted it. And my little bro, Brad, and I were driving to Nashville for an audition for an acting thing. And we were driving to Nashville. Didn't know anything about it. I just posted it that morning. And then he started getting texts saying, "Man, I saw you on Facebook." And he was like, "Oh, okay." Like, didn't know what they were even talking about. Man, hey, I just saw you on Facebook. I just saw you on Facebook. And because I'm like, I don't know why I wasn't getting any texts, but I didn't get any texts, right? Nobody saw me, but all of them saw him. And he said, "What do you mean?" Finally, he said, "What do you mean?" And they said, that beard video you're in, I saw that. That's crazy. And I said, he said, bro, I don't know how my grandmother saw me in the beard video already. He said, let me check this out. He pulls it up, 250,000 views within, it was like, I posted it at 8 o'clock that morning. It was maybe 11, 200 something thousand views. He was like, bro, he's like, the video's got 250,000 views. And at the time I was like, are you kidding me? Like, that was huge, right? I was like 250,000. And so he just kept checking and checking. And the thing got to 1 million in no time. In no time. That was back in the good old days of Facebook.
Did Vanilla Ice, did he ever contact you, or?
That's what I was getting into.
Oh.
So after that video, I said, well, now I really am famous. That's what I thought, right?
Yeah.
I have an obligation now, right? I wasn't like, hey, I'm famous, like cocky. I was just like, now I am to people now. I have to keep making videos now.
Right.
So then I just kept putting out videos of songs. And then I said, one night I was like, man, what am I going to do now? Because I wasn't that talented on the guitar yet. I'm still not that talented, right? But I know a little bit more now than I did then. And I didn't have anybody. I was at the mercy of musicians. That's the only reason I even learned to play. That and B.B. King signed my guitar.
Right.
Because I didn't know how to play when he signed it. Like, he signed it, and I said, well, now I feel obligated to learn how to play this guitar because he's on it. He graced his name.
You still play the same guitar?
Yeah, same guitar. It's in all the videos. B.B. King, Willie Nelson, Charlie Daniels, my good friend, it's a Hall of Fame country music guy, Jim Vest, and Tracy Lawrence. They all signed it.
That's
yeah.
cool, man.
Tracy Lawrence is actually rubbed off now because I actually play it. But I made sure that I'll never rub B. I told BB, I said, if you could sign it right there, because I didn't want it to be where my arm or
Right.
Anyway, so I felt obligated to sing, to put out videos. It was 3 o'clock in the morning. I said, it's been a while since I put a video out. I even had this in the caption, the original caption. I posted the original video because I went viral on my personal profile, not my page. I didn't have any kind of love on my page at the time. And then I put this video out on there at 3 o'clock in the morning. I said, hey, I know it's been a while. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. This is how I've been doing Ice Ice Baby for a long time. If you like it, you do. If you don't, there'll be other videos. Right? That kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's a throwaway thing because I didn't think anybody would care about this song, this rap song from the 90s. It was huge, but I didn't think they were going to be like, oh, listen to this now. This is crazy. This is an acoustic, slowed down singing version of this rap song.
Totally different genre.
Yeah. Totally different song, right?
Yeah.
And so I did it, put it out there, didn't even think about it. Literally, that day, 3 million views that day. And I was like, what the freak's happening here? And then it just took on its own life at that point. So then my page, right? That's when my page, people started going to my page, Marty Ray Project. Likes just started like that. They were just like, man, who? Because I had Marty Ray Project was what I typed. I didn't even tag my page in the post. I just said another Marty Ray Project video or something like that in the description. And my page likes just started just skyrocketing. So I was like, oh, now I need to move over here to this. So I posted it on that too. And this one, the original one, I can't remember the exact views it got, but then the one I posted on my page blew up. Then Bam Margera took it and shared it. And then World Star Hip Hop took it and shared it. And it still gets shared to this day. People will take it and they'll post a brand new version of it. Like not version, but their own, they'll steal it basically is what they're doing. Which it don't matter to me because that's not, if they post it on YouTube, I'm still getting the revenue from that anyway. Right. Me and Vanilla Ice are, because all I ever I don't even have to, even though Queen and David Bowie have a hand in the original music, they have no hand in the lyrics, right?
Wait, they have a hand in the Ice Ice Baby song?
Of course, because that's the music to Under Pressure.
Oh, it
Under
is.
Pressure.
Yeah. Okay.
So he got sued for that.
No, dude. Hold.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
And then so now they get royalties on the music. Well, see, here's what's crazy about it. I didn't use their music or anything close to their music, right? I used his lyrics, but somehow they still have a claim because on my YouTube video, they still have their claim on it. And I'm sitting there thinking, this should only be Vanilla Ice's claim.
Yeah.
Because all I used was his lyrics.
Yeah.
Somehow they must have got claims for his lyrics as well, right? Anyway, the point of this is that out of the blue, I was getting all these messages from people saying they were Vanilla Ice's friend. They were saying, hey, I'm friends with Vanilla Ice. I heard your song. It's great. I'm going to send it to him, right? These type of things. And, you get so many of those and you just start thinking, sure, right? But you never – I'm never one to go, I don't – whatever, you're lying.
Yeah, right.
I'm always want to say, okay, let's see where it goes.
Yeah.
No matter who it is. So this one guy did the same as everybody else. He said, hey, I'm best friends with Vanilla Ice. He said Vanilla Ice, and he said, I want to send him your song and something, and I'm going to tell him to call you. I said, okay. He said, what's your number? So I was like, well, I want to. At that time, I ran a towing service for my father in West Memphis. So I said, I get random phone calls anyway, because that's what I do. I answer for a tow truck. Gave him my phone number, and 2 months later, I get this phone call, and I answer the same way. I'm like, Glen Ray's Towing, just the same as always. And he goes, hey, bud. And I said, hey, how can I help you? Like that. And he goes, what's up, man? It's Rob. And I said, okay. How you doing, Rob? How can I help you? Right? He goes, it's Vanilla Ice. Like that. And I go, okay.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, right, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, freaking right. I said, who is this? Like, I thought it was a prank.
Yeah.
Somebody pranking me. He goes, no, this is Vanilla Ice, man. This is Rob Van Winkle. And I go, I said, I'm not a fool, right? I'm not gullible like that.
Yeah.
He goes, bro, I'm telling you, this is Vanilla Ice. He says, we're doing a I Love the 90s tour, and we're starting it in Boca Raton or whatever. I'm gonna fly you out to Miami. At this point, I'm going, he must be for real.
Yeah.
This must be for real. And then I start listening, and I'm thinking, this does sound like him. And it was him.
Yeah.
Right? I still have his number to this day, Rob Van Winkle.
Yeah.
In my phone. He flew. We went out to Miami, and I played my version of his song as a headliner. He was the headliner of the I Love the 90s tour. And he still is. I think they still do that tour.
Holy shit.
And I played my version with him. We practiced back in the back. I played my version. He comes out. He introduces me. He says, this is crazy. He goes, I've heard every version of this song you could possibly imagine. He said, if they've done it, I've heard it, is what he says to the people. He says, I've heard the death metal version, the hip-hop. I've heard country, rock. He said, I've heard it all. He said, this is the best version I've ever heard in my life of this song. And I said, at this point, wow, thanks, no pressure.
Yeah, right.
I got to perform this now.
Don't mess up. Don't mess up.
I got to freaking perform this now. And you just said that. I get out there and perform it, and the people, they loved it. They started singing the chorus like I did with me. They were like, I was like, vanilla ice, ice, baby. Oh, ice, baby. And they're waving their hands, and I'm like, man, this is crazy, man.
All right.
And then of course, he did his version after mine.
How big was the crowd?
They were pretty big. Like, cause this is what's crazy. Have you ever been to Boca Raton?
Just for a show. I don't know much.
This is like a community of rich people.
Oh,
right?
I know. It's the highest society out there.
So we were at this little this downtown square area where they do music there all the time. So then there's this massive road that you don't really drive on, that it's just for walking. It's like a cobblestone type road, and it's just a long road, and there's restaurants and businesses and all along this road, and then you cross over into this pasture type area. This is a big concert area. There's a big stage at the end. So it's kind of cool because everybody that's on this street gets to enjoy the music, whatever music's played at that stage. So who knows how many people were at this show, right?
Yeah.
Now, they can't get inside the fence or the blocked off area to be actually at the show. But I say actually inside the fence. You didn't have to be, though. But actually inside the fence was probably, maybe 3,000 or 4,000 people.
Okay.
If that. I don't know. I'm not good with looking out in the crowd and saying how many people it is. I really ain't.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't really tell you. But
so it was a decent crowd.
Oh, it was a huge crowd.
Yeah.
A huge crowd, and then beyond the perimeters of the concert area, there was just massive amounts of more people. And there was clubs on this area, but they were all outside the club listening to the concert.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty incredible. That whole area is pretty incredible. I think it's a genius idea.
Yeah.
But it's an easy way to get a free concert, too.
Yeah.
Because you just roll up and eat outside at this concert. You're literally listening to everybody without paying. So that's cool, too, to me. I don't know. Anyway, so, yeah, I became friends with Vanilla Ice because of that.
Dude.
Right? How crazy
I always
is it?
wanted to meet that dude.
I want to make sure you meet him someday.
He was the first cassette tape I've ever bought. Was his Vanilla Ice.
I think.
I still remember what the front cover looked like. He was in a blue and red big fat striped like jacket with the balloon pants on.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Had the 3-line fade.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, dude, one of my favorite movies still to this day is Cool as Ice.
Are you kidding me?
I swear to God, dude. I watched it just the other day.
You like that movie?
Yes. I grew up to it, man. I grew up to it.
I mean, I'm only a year older than you.
I know.
So,
dude, I used to do the dance he did in the little bitty hick bar that he walked into.
Yeah.
When he walks in there with all of his boys, he's got his sunglasses on. Yeah, man.
I'm about to go back and
he comes in there and his DJ scratches the record like wicka, and he's like bucka, bucka, bucka.
Oh man. I'm going to have to go back. You remember, did you watch the Turtles?
Oh, for sure.
Remember he was in the Turtles?
He was in the second one.
Second one. Like, go
Yeah.
ninja,
Yeah,
go ninja, go. Like,
Yeah.
I thought that was cool.
A ninja rap.
Yeah, you know it.
Oh yeah.
Look at
That's
you.
my shit, man.
Man.
Dude, those are my favorite movies, man.
I love that. The
man.
favorite movie, though, it just seems like crazy to say it's your favorite movie. But I mean, if
It's
it is,
up
it
there,
is.
man. When I think of like favorite movies, I think of my childhood. You know, so
Yeah.
like earlier when I was talking about Little Monsters and Monster Squad, and
Yeah.
you think about it, it's like, damn, dude, yeah, cool as
Well,
ice.
I'll tell you, man, did you like Prince's movie?
Who?
Prince? You don't know who Prince is?
No, you said Prince's movie.
Prince's movie.
What-
He had a movie called Purple Rain.
I never saw it.
That might have been before your time. I don't know.
Bro, I was born in '83.
I haven't seen it either, though.
Okay, well now I feel a little better.
But
I'm like,
I was
sitting here
wondering
like,
because you mentioned that it was Cool as Ice was your favorite. I figured that you were into the.
I just like Vanilla Ice, man.
Did you like?
Dude, I watch his show where he remodels.
I like that
I
show.
love that show.
I do
man.
too, but I like it because of what he does with the houses.
That's what I'm saying.
He takes these houses. It's not like your typical just renovating. It's like he's making this a baller home.
Dude, he's got a vision, man. He comes in
Yeah.
there, he remodels it because I mean he's turning around to make a profit off these homes. I get it.
Yeah,
you
he's
know?
not paying us for this plug, by the way.
Absolutely
but
not.
you should check his show out.
Yeah, but yeah. Anyways, the show's nice, man.
It is
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah,
I love
I
it.
gotta forget. I always forget about that.
Hey,
Hey.
it don't matter to me. I'm just I don't want people to think, oh man, this is a sponsorship. Like it's got Marty knows him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Marty knows him. They're paying him to.
No, it ain't nothing.
I'm not
like
doing that.
that.
It's for
Uh-uh.
real.
But I would like to meet his ass, so that's why we doing it.
Yeah. You heard him, Rob. I'm gonna have you. I'm gonna get his best friend to give him your phone number.
There you go.
And
Tell him we need to fly. Dude, I'll fly his ass out here, man. We'll show him Houston. You know.
yeah, I'll tell you one thing about that guy. When we were in Boca Raton, that guy is a worker, man.
Mhm.
He is nonstop.
He's a hustler, man.
He went to sleep that night at he texted me. We just got back to the room because we went to the after party and stuff like that. And we just got back to the room at, man, I guess like 2:30 or 3.
Mm-hmm.
And then he texted me around that time. Then texted me again the next morning around 5 o'clock in the morning. And was awake already and was headed out to do something. And I was like, bro, you awake already? He was like, yeah, man, I got to go, bro. I got things to do.
You got that drive, man. It's-
No, he
I
does.
like that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like that, man.
He is a working man.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
That's for sure. He's out there making it happen, making money too,
Yeah.
making that money.
That's all we need, man. We just need a one hit. I need to get a one hit. Get 3, 4, 5 million views
Yeah.
and be insta famous, man.
Well,
That's what I need.
how good are you at destroying songs?
I can destroy a song right now.
Well, that gum. You need to hook up with your buddy. Maybe your buddy will call you. Who is that has the channel that destroys songs?
Oh, I don't know who that is. That's just a guy on YouTube.
Yeah. Well, you need to
Yeah, we
You
need,
know,
to, we need to hook up with that
take
guy.
one of his songs and destroy it.
Should I destroy yours?
I think you should. I really do. Destroy
No, dude,
Outlaw.
you don't destroy that shit, man. Dude, The Outlaw is one of my favorite songs ever you've wrote, man.
I appreciate that.
Dude, we still need to get with that music video.
That's happening. I got a lot of things to do this year.
Yeah.
I got 3 albums I'm trying to come out with this
I
year.
remember you saying that.
And then I want to have a music video done for every single song on Mixed Emotions album. I want to do a music video for every single song I've ever done.
Mm-hmm.
And one day I will. Even though even that first album I mentioned, that only had 4 songs, I ended up re-releasing it because of some shady business that I got into with some manager back then. I re-released it and put a 5th song on it, so now it has 5 songs. But the 5th song was recorded way later.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I want to even go back and do videos for those. I think that'd be so cool.
Bro, I just hope you put me in Fat Girl.
Oh, you'll be the fat girl.
Yeah.
You got to put the fat suit on.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
if I remade that video, it would be so
that's what
so ill received.
I know.
I mean, they would if people when that comes out someday. If I ever get famous enough to where people even care to dig, and they find that, they'll just be. It'll do one of 2 things. It'll destroy my career, or it'll catapult it.
I was
even
just
further.
about to say, you got 1 or 2 options with that one.
Yeah, they'll be like, "How man, this is insane. This is crazy. This is funny."
I think I think at that point though, it would make you get even through the roof, man.
Well, it would definitely. No matter what you do, you're going to offend some.
Mm-hmm.
You know that.
Oh, always.
You're going to offend somebody.
You can't please everyone, man.
Nowadays.
You can't do it.
Used to, it seemed like you even if you didn't please everybody, they still weren't offended.
Right.
Right?
Oh, well, everybody gets offended nowadays.
It seems like they not everybody, but it seems like a lot of people, especially people online, they get offended. But people in real life, you don't meet them as much that are just offended by everything you do and say. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, let's not get into politics.
I was just about to say, man, we about to go down a
Let's not get into
long,
politics.
dark, scary road
Yeah.
right there, man.
Let's not do this. Let's talk about Fight Fuel. What are you going to do for me? Slide that over here. I want to see this.
Just don't take it all at once, man. I know we gotta work on your portion controls first, man. That's only 1 scoop out of that one.
How do I lose weight? What do I start with? Like, how do I actually, like, these are supplements, but this isn't food. Do you have meal replacements?
Got meal replacements, man.
You do?
We got meal replacements, protein shakes. We got the full line.
So here's my question. Can I hypothetically, could I get you send me the products?
Yep.
And could I just live off of your meal replacements and not eat any food at all?
No.
No?
You could live, but it's not the right thing to do.
What is a meal replacement?
So check it
I
out.
thought it replaced meals.
I'm gonna make it real easy. So supplements are if we can't get food in. So when I say meal replacement or protein, we're doing that as a supplementation to aid us in our diet, meal plan, or everyday lifestyle. So what I tell people is if you took oatmeal, right? If you took oatmeal straight out of a bowl, you just got done making it, wadded that up into a ball. It's food. It's hard food. It's good carbs. And you threw that up against a wall. What's it going to do? It's going to stick, right? It's going to eventually probably crumble and start to go. If I did the same thing with a protein shake and threw it up against the wall, what's it going to do? It's going to splatter and run off, right? So your body absorbs food a lot better than meal replacement shakes and protein. It gives you the protein that we need right there, but it's not a pure source burnable.
So you're talking about what you're saying is if you take the food, you throw it against the wall, it slowly trickles off, as opposed to liquid. You throw it and it's gone almost immediately.
It's not like to be taken as that's exactly what's going on, but with food, your body feeds off of it. So take oatmeal, for example. And it doesn't have to just be oatmeal, but I'm going to use oatmeal. Oatmeal is a slow-release complex carbohydrate.
Right.
That's why we put it all the time in our first meal, our most important meal of the day, because it's a slow-release complex carbohydrate. And what that means is your body fuels off of that for 4 to 6 hours. So as we progress through our day, I want to make sure my athlete has good energy to keep them going throughout the day off natural foods. Now, that's when we put in extra supplements. So if we put in a fat burner, your multivitamin, you get ready for your workout, you do your pre-workout, then your body's, working optimal. You got great compounds in there if the workout or the pre-workout's good. If your multivitamin has the right things, like I was discussing with you earlier with the phytonutrients, having the color spectrum of all your fruits and vegetables.
And as I told you at Cracker Barrel,
yeah,
I had macaroni and cheese for the yellow. I had the red. I had the red for the meatloaf, the ketchup on top.
The ketchup on top,
right?
the tomato sauce.
I had the white with the dumplings.
The dumplings, the gravy.
I had the tannish for the biscuits.
Yeah. So basically,
Straight brown for the
to
apple
answer your
butter.
question, I got to teach you the right colors, and then we'll
Right.
get into supplements.
You know what's funny is, I know I told you this already, but I want to say it for the people watching. I used to be in phenomenal shape. And you can find the old pictures of that.
I saw some old pictures. Man.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
Now, I never got like you. I never was swole and jacked like you, but I was ripped. I looked very sexy. I was very proud of
Bro, you
myself.
sexy now, man. What you talking about?
I know, but only because I have a beard and I sing.
I know what you mean.
That's the only reason. If
know
if
what
I
you
couldn't sing, there wouldn't be women messaging me going, you know, are you married? Right?
Right.
Are you married? And there's actually, this is very, very funny. One woman messaged me and she said, "Are you married?" And I said, "Yes, happily married. I couldn't live without her." And she said, "Well, let me know if anything ever happens to your wife, like she falls off a bridge or something like that." Like, and mentions
Just like that.
some mentioned some very violent things. I was like, "Whoa,
Are you? s-
yeah, I'm dead serious."
So I could only imagine what some of the mail you get, man.
And then I told her, I was like, "Man, I pray to God that don't happen because I'll be destroyed if it does."
Yeah.
Like the thing I won't be thinking about is, oh, you know what that one girl said? If anything ever happened, I should call her.
Bing, light bulb.
Yeah. Hey, you remember what you said? Yeah, my wife just died yesterday. You maybe come to the funeral and we'll start a relationship up. Right? Are you kidding me?
People, man.
Like, it's just weird, man.
That's weird.
But this other day, this woman just texted me. They don't even know me, right? They just know me. They know who I am from music, but they don't really know me, right? They don't know me like my wife knows me.
Right.
Nobody knows me like my
Right.
wife knows me. I get angry just like everybody else.
Uh-huh.
I have problems that I deal with just like everybody else. They don't. They just see me as this guy. I guess some people see me like they see all these people that are famous, right? I say I'm not on their level, but to certain people I am.
Right.
Right? And when they see me, they I think the same thing they see about these other people. The way that these people are always nice online, or they're always like, you know, whatever they are online. You're not gonna make videos when you're steaming mad. Right? What's the point? Unless you're that bodybuilding guy that's his whole shtick, right?
Oh, I know exactly who you're
Screaming
talking
at the thing, or,
Yeah.
all this stuff, whatever you're saying, right? And that's
about. Wait, how'd that go?
Dude,
You sound like Arnold.
Get to the job. Do it now. Do it. Who is your daddy and what does he do?
It's not a tumor.
Thank God for
Hey,
that.
well, hey,
I went into like an Arab.
Yeah, I was
voice
about to.
there.
Was that Borat?
I thank God for that. I was like something. I don't know.
I think that was Borat, man.
They did-
But hey, I'm going to cut you off because I have a solution to all your problems.
tell me.
Okay. Now, whenever you get all this crazy mail and these women that you just can't believe what they're saying.
Take my shirt off and send a picture.
No, absolutely not. You say you have a brother that actually looks just like you.
Oh, and send them your way.
You send them my way.
That's a good
You
idea.
send them my way.
No, it doesn't look just like me. It looks the way I'm supposed to look. I said,
Just
look, I'll
say-
tell you what. I'll just act like he's a singer.
I'll play your music.
Yeah, and sing and like
Yeah.
lip sync.
I'll turn the lights down low. They can feel the same shit.
Yep.
I'll put the album on and
I mean, we look the same almost, even in the
almost.
body.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
I'm telling you,
Like-
I have a solution for you, bro.
You know, I'm really gonna do that.
yeah.
The next time,
Hey,
I'm really gonna do that.
We need to do a video of Mini Me, Dr. Evil and Mini Me.
Yes,
However we do this.
yes. back to. I really want to get into this. Is a serious topic
Yeah.
because I really do want to get in shape again.
I know you do, man.
and I know that that God puts people in your life for a reason.
Absolutely.
I look at you and I see a man who achieved what I was trying to achieve then, right? I never got to this stage, right? I was ripped. I was never as big though as you, right? So I want to be able to maybe not get as big as you, right? But I want to be healthy again. Here's what I want. Here's what I crave. I used to enjoy getting dressed in the morning. I don't anymore. I don't even care. I don't even care what I freaking wear anymore. For years I haven't, right? If people see me out and I look slouchy, I don't care. I mean, I care, but I don't want to get ready, right? I don't care. Like I used to enjoy putting clothes on my body, right? So I want to get to that place again.
Man, that actually kind of touches me in a weird way, man.
Well, what have we turned into here?
Like weird way, man. No. I know we always turn into bullshit.
We do.
No, man. That's why I do what I do, man. I have just a passion for helping people get to where they need to be. That's how I feel good. That's why I feel like I'm put on this planet, is to help people achieve their goals and help them get there. If it's fitness, just a better healthy lifestyle, a weight goal, muscle goal, contest, whatever it is, I'm here to express my knowledge to you and learn that. I want you, everybody that I coach or work with, I want them to learn what I know. I've got 15, 16 years of experience doing what I do. So at the end of the day, I want people to take that and be able to coach other people and kind of spread it, like Bruce Lee did, kind of,
So kind of like an impartation.
Yeah, exactly.
Impartation.
Exactly. But when I hear something like that, I'm already computing in my brain right now, like, okay, what are the first steps we need to take with you? And usually, because majority of the athletes that I do work with, especially online, are your every average person that goes to work, your 9 to 5, and they don't know how to do it. And that's the hardest part, is figuring out how can we apply this into your everyday routine.
Right.
So that's the hardest part. And what I always tell people, your biggest challenge, man, is going to be in the first 3 weeks, okay? It's 21 days.
It's a habit.
I call it 22 days because on that 22nd day, that's the day you're going to know when all this it falls into that everyday lifestyle routine, man.
Have you, I've heard that stat, that
21
days forms a habit.
Mm-hmm.
But I've done things for 21 days,
Mhm.
certain things,
Mhm.
not like working out and stuff.
Mhm.
I have worked out for 21 days, but it still didn't feel like a habit, right?
Right.
It did not feel like, oh man, this is just what I do. It took me longer than that. Like even remember not too long ago, I was on it, man. I was
Right.
posting the Fat to Fit. I was doing a hard 20 workout every day. Remember that?
Yeah. I kept up with every bit of
It took me a while before it was longer than 21 days,
Mhm.
right? But I believe it took me, after maybe 2 months of doing that, then it never felt like, oh, this is just what I do, but it felt like I had to do it
Mhm.
because here's what it did. It made me go, well, I don't want to waste all that I did. So that's what drove me. It wasn't me waking up. I know some people apparently they have to form a habit and then they start to love it, right?
Right.
That's not happened to me ever. That I just started loving it.
Well, with fitness and what we try to achieve is we want you to develop the habit off of your results. So by 21 days, especially with my program and what we try to achieve, if you're not seeing results by 21 days, and this goes for anything involved with fitness, something's wrong with your plan.
You got to adjust something.
Something's not working right for you. So we got to go back in there and figure out, okay, what's in your diet that's not helping you achieve? Because, dude, if you scale it out, I mean, everything has a weight to it. You know what I'm saying? Your calories, your protein. When you go on any supplement facts panel, it shows you net weight for all this stuff. Everything adds up to grams and everything. So when you actually get down to the science of it, you know what you're consuming. So if I'm burning so much calories a day and I'm intaking so much calories a day, that's how you can compute how much body fat and lean muscle mass you gain and how much weight loss or body fat you lose. So it comes down to a science of it. So if you're 21 days in and you're saying you're still not feeling or even seeing results or feeling some sort of energy burst, or your lifestyle is starting to change, you're starting to feel happier or better about yourself, your plan's wrong.
Well, I was definitely feeling better,
Mm-hmm.
right? Now, was weight dropping off of me? Did I go, man, I look good? No.
Mm-hmm.
But I could definitely walk up the stairs easier,
There you go.
right?
So you saw progression. You saw progression.
Things like that definitely
Okay.
help you.
So did that motivate you?
It did.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, what is a habit? Like, how do you define a habit?
Well, a habit to me is after I start to see basically a result or change in fitness. With
Yeah,
what I
because
do. When I start to see that, it inspires me. It gets that motivation, and then that's when I say it turns into me doing it all the time because I see and feel the progression.
See, to me, when I think about habit, though,
Mhm.
I think about something that I do kind of second nature,
Mm-hmm.
right, out of habit,
Mm-hmm.
which is like chew straws. I chew straws.
Yeah.
It's not a conscious thing. When I leave a restaurant, I tap off the little
Yeah.
water and I chew the straw. Been doing that since I was a little boy.
Right.
My father did it, so I do it. That's a habit,
Right.
right? I've
Well,
never
this
been, even when I was in shape. It was never a habit that it was just like, well, I'm doing this and this
Right.
is what I.
But
it never
see,
got that
it's
place.
not. But we're kind of talking. It's not necessarily a habit because do you do that habit every day? Or do you have a habit of doing it when you feel like it?
Every day.
You chew a straw every day.
Every day.
Oh, okay.
I have, like my wife, when she goes to the store, she buys straws
Okay.
so that I can chew
You
them.
should stop that, man. It tears your teeth up.
I love it. There's no way.
You know,
I don't smoke.
I used to have a habit. You could say a habit, but I used to chew ice all the time.
Now that will mess your teeth up.
It will.
That breaks the enamel off.
It really will.
A
man.
straw makes your teeth stronger.
Shit, every time I chew the straw, man, my shit bleeding its ass off, man.
Well, that's because you got weak gums.
That's what they say, man.
I don't.
I just bought one of them water flossers, and I love it.
Oh, really?
Oh, it feels amazing. Like all that regular floss stuff,
You can't do it.
Dude, this thing is like a little bitty pressure washer, man. You got
Water pick.
It's exactly what it is,
Yeah.
man. And I mean, it's crazy, man. Dude, a whole steak will fall out. You know, like
I'm like Dwight on The Office. I don't believe in flossing. It's against my religion.
yeah.
I'm just
I was
messing
about
with
to
you.
say,
I'm
Jesus.
just messing with you.
Dude, this man, he just gave me a whole Bible speech.
No, Dwight. Have you ever seen The Office?
Yes.
Golly,
Yeah.
man, I love that show. Have you ever seen it?
Yeah.
Oh, he don't like it. He said it's like Ed Sheeran.
Yeah.
I don't like it. That's the Ed Sheeran of television.
But no, man. Back on this, dude. When we start this, man, we start the AMP 12 program, man. And we call it the AMP 12 program because it's a 12-week program.
Okay.
Every 4 weeks, we adjust the plan. So we figure out what foods work best for you. We figure out a workout template that's going to best fit your lifestyle, and we coach you and motivate you through the whole 12-week process. So we're with you every step of the way, every day. It's always an email or phone contact. We're always adjusting something, so you never stay static, man. We always want you to keep you. You know,
So you then go and you will. So everybody that you take on with this 12-week
Mhm.
program,
Mhm.
you stay in contact with them
Yes, I do.
personally.
Personally, email them, message them, whatever it takes. I answer every one of them every day.
What happens when?
I get 40.
Yeah, when you
Yeah.
have like 10,000
I know.
people on
I
it
think
at a
about it,
time.
and that's not a bad thing.
That's not a bad
but-
thing, but it can't be you doing it.
But
You're gonna have to.
But here's the deal: when I get to a stage where I'm monitoring 10,000 athletes, I'm gonna damn well make sure I have a very experienced team that are certified,
Right.
and they understand exactly what this program's about. That way, each and every person underneath this program is going to be getting results in the time everybody right now that I have on this program. So I say 12 weeks because 12 weeks, it gives me a guaranteed amount of time for me to get you to your goal. Everybody I have right now that are 6 weeks in or longer, I've already reached their weight goal. So I'm doing it in half the time that I'm basically telling you. I
that
can
won't
do it.
happen with me.
You'll be surprised, man.
There's no way.
So
I think it's humanly impossible.
well,
I
now
don't know why I'm
if you
doing that.
tell
That's
me,
loud.
say it. Let's be real here.
You talk about a realistic goal, yes.
Let's say a realistic goal. In 12 weeks, looking at you right now, in 12 weeks, with my plan, you follow exactly my workout template. You take and do exactly what I tell you to do. I can get every bit of 50 to 60 pounds off of you in 12 weeks.
That's hard to believe.
Isn't that crazy?
But I mean, I'm ready.
I can do it.
I'm ready to go for it.
Basically, all day I'm going to have you on a treadmill and you're not going to eat a fucking thing.
Let's do it. I like this program. Who needs supplements? But take the supplements.
Yeah, all the supplements are in for you, bro.
What the supplements are for is to keep you going.
This is going to keep
on
you
the
going,
treadmill.
man. Yeah, it's going to keep you hydrated and focused, but we're not going to give you no food
I'm
whatsoever.
just on the treadmill.
Yeah.
Can I sleep now? No, go.
No, you're gonna go, man.
We
We're getting this. I'm sticking to my 6-week goal.
Yeah, we got to get you to your goal.
No, man. No, realistically, with everything we got going on and seeing what people are doing now, everybody's different too. Not everybody is doing it. Say the 10 pounds or 12 pounds. Some are 8, some are 14. We average it out of what we are actually doing in that time given.
Are you making them give you like lifetime goals or realistic 12-week goals?
We only start with a real, because here's the deal. With fitness and everything that I've been involved with, it's actually very hard to keep working with an individual because, for one, it's the financial standpoint. I tell people this is the best investment you'll do of your lifetime. The best investment you can ever do is investing in yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a car, house, anything. It's investing in yourself. Because I tell everybody this. If you ain't happy with yourself, you for damn sure ain't going to make anybody else happy around you. So get happy and right with yourself.
Right.
Invest into that.
Here.
So that's why I can't stand when I have people that actually bargain with me about stuff like this because, dude, you could get up right now and go buy a purse that could be $600, could be $300.
I just bought one.
There you go.
Yeah, personal.
Why it blows my mind. Why wouldn't you want to do that to your body? Like, why wouldn't you want to invest that to become a better you?
Right.
And nobody is always the best. You can always improve somewhere.
It does seem like there's always somebody better than the best. And even when you get to the upper echelon of the best, the talk of the best, it's always an argument. It's always up to an opinion.
Who is? It is.
Yeah.
That's why I don't waste your time on it.
So here's my question. Say somebody, you say me, for instance, right? You say, you don't know me. I come in or I call you, however you typically do that. I say, hey, you say, all right, so now I want to know what's your goal? What's your weight loss goal? And I tell you, I want to lose 100 pounds in 12 weeks. How do you then go, what do you do to steer me back? Because you're like, that's impossible. It's not even healthy to do that, right? I'm sure that's what I hear, right? It's not healthy. Even if you could, that's not healthy, right? So what do you do? Like, how do you say, well, no, we got to rein you in?
I'll tell you exactly what I do. I would tell you, what if I could get you to 50 to 60 pound loss in 12 weeks, and I guarantee you 100-pound loss 4 to 6 weeks after?
Doesn't it get, well, that would get them right there, right? Yeah. You'd have them.
And I've had it before.
Have you?
Oh, yeah.
So,
well, let me tell you what this becomes down to. I can tell you and talk about this stuff all day, but I have to gain your trust. You have to believe in what I do. You have to also see that I can do this. I'm not just talking, smoke up your ass.
Yeah.
So,
which I actually love.
Here's the deal, and I'll tell you how weight loss works. A lot of your weight loss comes off actually very fast. It's keeping it consistently coming off is the problem.
That's what I was about to say.
It's the hard part. So I can actually show a lot of athletes very fast results. But when it starts to get week 8, 10, 12, we're still in this. We go on week 14. We start a new program or packaging. That's when it starts to get difficult because the body adapts very fast. So by week 12 into the workout template, you're already knowing exactly what to do with all of the workouts on how we do everything. Your body's going to adapt to, say, a bench press. Your body's going to adapt to the Stairmaster. That's why we keep it guessing. We always keep the body guessing. So every 4 weeks, if you're on the stairs for the first 4 weeks, we put you on the treadmill the next 4 weeks. We might put you back on the stairs. We might put you on a bike. We're constantly always switching and keeping the body guessing, so it's always burning as much calories and fat as possible.
What do you tell people that say, I hate cardio and I'm not going to do cardio? Can I still lose weight?
Absolutely.
How do I do it?
Because he's still going to have to work out.
Now, so how do I do it?
I'll show you how you do it by proper diet. Okay, because as you get up in the morning, we already constantly start burning calories. Your results won't come as fast, but you will lose weight. I tell people this all the time. Hey, I want to lose some weight. What do I need to do? What can I do around the house? I don't have a lot of time. I can't meal prep, and I don't have time to go to the gym. What can I do right now to start bettering myself and losing weight? I always tell them all the time the same thing. Stop eating out. Cook all your food. That way you know what's going in it. You wouldn't believe how crazy, even when you go out.
That's the hardest thing in the world, though, for somebody like me.
It is.
It's to cook my own food.
It's to cook your own
I don't
food.
want to do that.
I know.
It takes too long. I despise the grocery store.
Yeah.
So I need you to tell me what else I can do.
Let me ask you this.
How can I eat healthy? Is there a way that I can eat healthy and still go and buy it? Like somebody else preparing it?
Absolutely.
How do I do that?
And today we have plenty of people that actually make your food for you. You already know about that, but it's all about finding the right types of food that you like.
Right.
But let me backtrack. Let me hit you a little bit harder.
Please.
What if I told you right now, if you didn't start cooking your food and cooking the meals I gave you right now, you're going to have a heart attack in 6 weeks?
Well, I would start cooking my food.
That's my point.
If I got told that, if I felt like if you were Derek and I thought you were a prophet, like Derek, and told me that, I'd be like, well, I better start cooking my food.
That's my point, and that's what it comes down to.
That's a good way, though.
So,
like that's really genius. If you actually have posed that to someone that way, you immediately get morbid with them. You're like, oh crap, that's true.
We do it all the time.
Yeah, that's genius.
When I worked actually in a gym, we'd actually get people's feedback. I mean, when we do all of our little calipers, it would tell us if they had high blood pressure, if they had their heart rate, and it'd tell us all that.
See, you said that, and I want to go cook my own food right now.
Exactly. So here's my deal. Why wait? Why wait to have the heart attack to make the change? Why do people wait? Why do people wait for the bad to happen to make the change? Why not prep for it? Why not do it and never have the bad?
I like that. That's some wisdom right there. That's sage. That's sage.
I mean, why? Everybody waits for them to find out they have a sickness before taking the medication.
That's true.
Why?
Let me tell you why. I'll tell you exactly why. Because when you grow up in a family like me, food is a life, right? I even grew up in a church, right? I grew up in a church that, the church I grew up in, everything was a sin, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Except for eating, right? Couldn't go to the movies, couldn't watch movies, couldn't have a television, couldn't do this, couldn't do that, couldn't even grow a beard.
Wait a second, but you've seen Cool as Ice?
No, I haven't. That's why I missed it. Actually, that was the only one they played at church. Cool as Ice.
Oh man, I hope
that
not.
was a sermon. There was a whole sermon on it.
I hope not.
No, my point is, when you grow up in a family like that, right? Now I'm not like that now. Of course, I have a beard. I'm a movie buff, but that conditioned me to just fall in love with food. I've even said before. I said I wish that I believed in hypnosis. That I believed that these people could really hypnotize you and say, okay, now a piece of broccoli is a steak. Right? I wish I really believed that because I would allow that to happen. I would say, okay,
your body will never believe that.
that's what I'm saying. So I'm saying, so I wish that it was that simple that they could hypnotize me and go, okay, you love vegetables and clean. You love boneless, skinless chicken breast. As nasty as that is, you love that. You don't even love putting anything on it. You don't need no salt. You don't need no pepper.
Yeah.
You don't need
Nothing, plain.
You don't need no skin. You don't need nothing. You just like it. You might even eat it raw sometimes, right? If it wasn't going to kill you
Yeah.
from salmonella.
Yeah, exactly.
But you would because you love it that much, right? You love raw fish. You love all these things. I'm not talking about sushi.
I was about to say, man, you talking my language.
I'm talking
now.
about like raw. You know you can eat fish raw. So
yeah.
like because that's what has most nutrients in it.
Mm-hmm.
You know that. Of course you know that. I'm just saying if I believe that, I would have that happen.
Mm-hmm.
But then I'd also think back and I say, but would I though? Because I love that's like taking away something I love.
All right.
So how do you deal with people like that? Literally, you say it's this easy. For instance, if you pose it in the morbid way, right? You say it's like I go to the comedian Gabriel Iglesias. You ever heard of him?
Yep.
He really said something genius, and this was true. This is actually true. It's a joke, but it's true. He said people have, and he actually did get in shape.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he had surgery or what happened, but he did get in shape. I think he's getting fat again now, but nonetheless, he said this, and I was like, that's exactly how I feel. So he said, people always tell me, he said, they say, you're famous now. Why don't you get a personal trainer and just start eating healthy and get your life in order, right? As far as health goes. And he said, well, he said two things. He said, I don't want to die tomorrow knowing that I could have had cake tonight, right? Mm-hmm. And he said, if I wake up tomorrow and I end up dying, the meal I would have wanted to get was the meal I love. He said, because you can die whether you're in shape or whether you're fat.
Yeah.
So when you start thinking about that, you're like, man, that's true. I could get it. He said, man, you could. He said, now this is a bad way to look at it, but this is what people deal with inside. This is why I'm asking you, yeah. Right? So he said, I start working out. He said, say I start working out, and I'm killing it. I'm just killing the workout, and I'm just sore all the time. Then I die. I died not eating my favorite food. Mm-hmm. I was miserable in my eating, and I was miserable in my body. I was sore all the time, and that's how I died. All because of what, right? Mm-hmm. But so the question that you pose, you can actually die anyway.
Anyway,
see what I'm saying? So I think that for some people, you have to go into something else. You would have to say, okay, if death doesn't scare you, what else?
Yeah, well, to me, it's kind of an easy question for me, because you can die at any time. I can die right now.
Right.
And I'm eating like shit, but I feel like I look okay.
Yeah. You
can die right now, but you want to make a change.
Right.
You want to make a change with your appearance. You want to get back to feeling good, putting your clothes on.
See, that's where you got me. That's what you, because people are vain. Mm-hmm. They really are.
Yeah.
We're all vain. You don't look like this because you don't love what people see when they see you like this. Right?
Right.
That's what you want. Like it's a very vain thing. You're like, I want to look good when I walk down the street. Mm-hmm. Right? I do have confidence in myself.
Yeah.
But not in that not in my body anymore.
Right.
Right. I don't walk down the street
We
going,
all lack.
look at me.
I don't care what people say. Everybody has insecurities.
Right.
Everybody. There is something. I've been at the pinnacle of what I thought bodybuilding was. 300 pounds, 10% body fat, abs huge, lifting whatever I needed to do. But I was still insecure.
What was you insecure about?
Oh, a lot of things, man. I'd walk into a gym and see somebody that I thought was bigger or leaner than me, and I'm like, fuck, I don't even.
Was it just that? Was it just the leaner and bigger, or were there
No.
other things?
Oh, there's a lot of things. Like even doing this podcast right now. I actually have lack of confidence in actually talking.
Really?
All the time, man. I have a lack of confidence going out in public and doing my phone for social media.
Shoot, I don't have any lack of confidence in that.
Yeah.
Talking, shoot.
I'm one of the. Well, I can tell.
Yeah, man. I mean, I
know?
could do this for
Oh,
hours.
I know. I love this, and this is something I'm actually trying to learn and be better at. But
Yeah.
when I had to do that live version earlier when we were eating, that was freaking me out in the parking lot doing that.
And you know what? You just said that. I've watched a couple of you. I think you did a podcast in here where you were just by yourself.
yeah.
And you could tell the difference in the energy
Mm-hmm.
of now you're thinking in your head. I could see it. Now that you said that, I could see it. When I think back, you could see that you're thinking, man, I got to keep this interesting.
I do.
I'm by myself.
And,
right?
And not only that, see, people don't know the behind the scenes. So when I do like a video up here or a motivational speech or quote, whatever I'm doing, dude, sometimes I take that video and it might last an hour to get that 60 seconds.
Yeah.
I get frustrated. I get up. I don't like the way I talk. I don't like the way I sound. Did I have my head right? Was my eye contact where it needed to be? I mean, I second guess everything with that stuff, man, because I want it to be perfect.
Yeah.
But one thing that a good friend of mine, Mr. Tony Watley, amazing guy, he said, dude, you're human, bro. That's what people like to. You don't need to be perfect. You're human.
I thought you were an android.
You know, what we talking about earlier? A deceptive. What the hell would it?
A Tesseract.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Chris.
Yeah, but no, to stay on topic, man. It is. I get what you're saying with the Gabriel Iglesias thing, but you know, a lot of that shit I really don't take out because we're on topic here with insecurities. Yeah, I could die right now eating cake, ice cream sandwiches, and a chicken wing downstairs. But if I wanted to change myself to be better because I knew I was overweight and could die from being overweight, and I died in the process, that I don't see why that would be an issue because I was trying to better myself. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to become better.
Yeah.
Well, I could take the chance being a fat guy and eating chicken wings, which is going to lead me down a road of, you know, stroke, heart attack, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, obese, all that. Or I can take the chance or the risk and try to lean up and be healthier. Yeah, I got to eat whatever I got to eat for here. But here's one thing about a diet, man. Once we get you to a desired goal weight, you don't have to stay on that meal plan. You can eat your fried chicken all you want. We just got to monitor it. That's why I say when I get people in here, a lot of my little posts, a lot of these guys I talk to, I said, what if I can get you to your goal weight, but you still can't eat fried chicken? How would that make you feel?
I think you got me.
Okay.
Right?
All right. Now, okay.
Let's get a bucket.
Well, how the hell
Talk
do we do
about it.
that? Okay. Well, how about this? I set a goal for you to work towards. Could you meet that goal for me? So what I do is I design a meal plan that is 100% strict. I know exactly what's going in and out of your body at all times. But on Saturday, let's go get an extra crispy bucket from KFC.
Cheat day.
There we go.
So yeah, that's how I did it before.
Okay.
Like because I used to be in shape, so
Yeah.
that's exactly how I did it. I couldn't have done it without that cheat day.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't just one meal. Like a lot of people would do one meal.
Right.
I did the whole day,
The
and
whole
I was
day?
in great shape.
Yeah.
But you know, I just recently read a thing that Sylvester Stallone said. He said that for years he never ate anything but clean food.
Mm-hmm.
So all the time he said he was miserable
Yeah.
doing it. He
It
said he
is.
was miserable not being able to enjoy food with his friends.
And I'll tell you why it's miserable. And this is what I believe. And anybody else has their own opinion. This is what I believe. I can cook a 100% strict meal plan and stay on it for years. What's miserable about it is what you miss. And what I mean by that is human interaction like what we got to do tonight. That we talked about that we love. We like to talk to people. We like to associate. We like to go out and talk. It's hard to do that staying strict because if everybody wants to go out and eat a nice steak dinner at Papa's or wherever,
Right.
I got to stay dedicated to my meals that I know are going to get me to a certain goal that I'm trying to achieve. and it's like I got to miss out on this event. Or if I decide to go, I'm gonna have to sit there and watch everybody eat these nice juicy steaks with a freaking New York cheesecake 5 feet tall at the end.
And I used to do that too. Like I would go, they would go, like we would have these. My friends would all say, "Hey, you want to go eat or something?" And I was like, "After I work out, right?" And then we would go to they would go to a pizza place,
Right.
And there's nothing I can eat there, nothing.
Right.
So I would just eat a salad, a crappy little salad.
Uh-huh.
And I was somehow I had the willpower back then to do that. I think it was because I wasn't married, right?
Right.
I think that helps a lot when you're on the prowl.
It is.
I think that helps. Like you're on the prowl.
I'm on the prowl. So another thing that I want to with that is your lifestyle. So a meal plan is all about your lifestyle. You have a full family, okay? So to really stay committed and dedicated to a strict meal plan, everybody around you in your lifestyle has to understand your commitment and goal, okay? And the temptation is always going to be there because that's the hardest part. When people go out and I'm on a meal plan or I'm staying true to my diet, hey, man, come on, dude, just try a chip and salsa. It's like, yeah, I could try that chip and salsa. It's not going to hurt me, that one chip and salsa. But the problem is do I have the self-control to only eat one chip and try that salsa?
Right.
And most people don't because once they taste a little bit of that grease and salt, dude, salt's a powerful thing, man. And when you cut it out of your diet and you go sodium-free and all that, your body adapts, man. You'll have the weirdest food cravings. Dude, I hated broccoli my whole life. But when I got prepared for my first show, it became my best friend. Still to this day, I eat broccoli, and I never did my whole childhood.
I hate broccoli.
I hated it.
Unless it's mixed with cheese and rice.
Your colors.
Yeah,
your
colors
colors.
again.
I was the same way with asparagus. I wouldn't touch asparagus, and I'll eat asparagus like it's a damn steak now. I love asparagus, man. You just got to be cooked right, though.
Right.
But surrounding yourself around the positive atmosphere that understands your goal is going to help you get there. And that's why you got to surround yourself by those people and that energy we were discussing. So back to our whole topic of this, I could get you to where you need to be still eating a bucket of extra crispy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
So all of this comes down to, man, is I actually do care about how your health and lifestyle is. And it's true, man. When you get to a certain age, I mean, we don't ever start to get better as we get older unless we take care of ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if we just flat out say, and we keep aging, we're aging. You know what I'm saying? So we have to adapt. We have to take supplements. We have to make sure our body is working correctly. We start to decrease like our testosterone, like we were talking about earlier. You know, men, as we get older, our testosterone drops, affects our vision, our focus, our sleep, sex drive, masculinity, everything, man. It affects our overall well-being. So that's why we bring into these supplements. That's why we do these diets, because I'm a firm believer of this. I hate taking pills. Like, I hate taking Advils. I don't take a lot of medicines, okay? I think everything is in our food.
Mm-hmm.
I think majority of why the world is the way it is because of all these medications.
I think the same thing.
All these synthetic and man-made bullshit. I'll just give you a little example. It freaks me out. But you know those infomercials they run late at night of, just say a new name brand that's curing athlete's foot, okay? Well, it might cure athlete's foot, but at the end of it, it says may cause bloody stomach, bloody stools, acne, a list that goes on.
Anal bleeding.
Yeah, like a
Anal leakage.
paragraph.
Yeah.
It could cause a paragraph of symptoms to cure one thing. Why does anybody take that?
And you're like, man, my foot smells great, but dadgummit,
Yeah.
I cannot go anywhere because of this anal leakage.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just really.
Yeah.
I mean, I got to wear diapers now, but dadgummit, my feet are nice.
My feet are phenomenal.
If you look at my feet right now, they're so good.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm puffy right around the waist because I got a diaper on.
So it honestly it creates like a strand of fuck ups. Excuse my language. You got this cure in this one symptom that may cause this symptom that has to get you on this one to create and help and aid this symptom. So you build a lifestyle of constant medication. That's why it's $1 trillion industry, you know?
Yeah.
If people just understood that proper food intake, proper consumption of each meal, and the right thing to eat at the right times, you wouldn't have a medicine to take in the world, man. Now, that's not saying you go out and get fucking, let's say, AIDS or some shit that I can say eat a salad with cherry tomatoes. It's going to cure it. You know what I'm saying? Are some things that a human body needs to have in a certain life or threatening situation, but it comes back to that preparation.
Mm-hmm.
Why wait to have the stroke to make the change? Let's do it now, bro. Let's do it now and get you healthy and where you want to be and live out your lifestyle happy.
I like it. Week
So,
one.
Week one.
What do I? Well, not this. No, let's not get hasty. This is not.
Bro,
week
you
one.
know me. I'll start it
No,
right.
this
I'll
is-
go
this is-
right. I'll go get it rolled up
Whoa,
right now.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
Monday.
Hey, oh yeah.
Everybody starts on Monday,
Everybody starts Monday.
right? Monday. When I start this, what supplements do I take,
Honestly, man,
and why do I take them?
with you, and I'm
'Cause-
gonna be real here. I'm gonna be real here. You don't need no part of Fight Fuel right now.
Oh, because I'm not a fighter.
No, it has nothing.
I'm a
to
lover.
Do, it has nothing to do.
I need love fuel.
So we developed and designed Fight Fuel for the high performance athlete. Not saying that's not you.
So that okay, I got
It's
no.
just-
I see what you're
it's,
putting out.
It's just right now.
You're talking about the belly
Hey,
again.
hey.
All right.
Hey, I'll rub that shit later. You
I
better,
know.
You better be.
Not again.
Hey,
not
hey,
again.
hey, hey.
Okay.
You
I
already-
was trying to sleep earlier.
you already-
woke up. You're sitting there rubbing me like I'm Buddha or
You already
something.
blessed me once today. I'll bless myself. You know.
So Fight Fuel's not for me.
So, and it's not right now. And I'm going to tell you the reason why not right now. Because what I would want you on right now, here's the deal. You don't want to scare your athlete away. Getting involved with fitness right away and putting them straight into a workout routine, which is what a lot of these people do because that's what people expect.
you mean like workout routine, as in weightlifting?
weightlifting? I mean the whole thing.
Oh, even running.
Everything applies to what I'm talking about. And the majority of plans do this because it's a very cookie cutter style stuff that most
So what do
people
you do?
So with you, what I would do is I would design a meal plan for you, and all I want you to do is 20 minutes of cardio a day. I'd only want you doing that for the first 7 days. Okay?
Okay.
The next week, I would bump your cardio up to 30 minutes. The following week, I would bump it up to 40, and that's the most you'll ever do is 40 minutes. Okay? And that's all I'd want you to do for the first month before even touching one weight. Okay? If we didn't drop 10 to 12 pounds in the first 4 weeks, I would need to change something. Okay? Because that right there on my diet and that cardio output, you should be between 10 and 12 pounds in 4 weeks.
Do you have diet plans
Mm-hmm.
that you've, custom made for each individual?
Everybody gets their own plan. I don't have something where I just cut and paste and send it out to
How do
everybody.
you determine, like, what gives you, like, how do you know all you know is you've looked at somebody?
Mhm.
How do you know what their body is going to react to and what it's not?
I don't know that until after the first 4 weeks.
Okay.
So the first 4 weeks, I'm playing with everything. That's why I got to keep in contact with you.
So how much pizza could somebody like me eat?
You know what's crazy is I've got a healthy pizza recipe I can send to you.
Okay.
Yeah, it's,
But when you say healthy pizza recipe, people say that. Like
Yeah.
I was talking to your sister earlier.
Yeah.
She was like, I got a healthy, what was that she said? Healthy mac and cheese or something,
Yeah.
right? And I was like, well, I'm sure it's healthy.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm going to freaking like it,
that's right.
right? So is your pizza, how do I like the pizza,
It's
though?
actually, it tastes very amazing. And I'll just give you one little hint or one little piece about it. The crust is zucchini.
That's interesting.
It's interesting.
I do
yeah.
like zucchini.
Yeah.
But
So,
I've never.
the crust,
Can you have marinara sauce on
Oh,
it?
there's marinara sauce on it.
Well, then you got me already.
There we
I like
go.
zucchini
There we
and
go.
marinara sauce.
So once we go from there, we just pick out your lean proteins. Then we'll put maybe some baby spinach on there, Roma tomatoes, anything like that.
Are you a kale guy?
I'll eat kale. Kale's actually very beneficial to the body.
You came in on the kale craze because that used to just be a daggum thing that sit on daggum buffets.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was just there making it look better,
Mhm.
so that it didn't look. It looked like they wanted it to look like your big French dressing was like in the middle of a garden.
Yeah.
They, it's kind of
Right,
like
right. Now we eat it.
now
I
people
thought-
are
I
going
thought it
and
was
picking that
fake.
off the thing.
Yeah, I thought it was fake. at
I
first.
did too.
I thought it was just to make stuff look very, very clean and pretty.
Exactly. Come
Yeah.
to find out, that's actually a food.
Yeah, it
And then-
is. It is.
Somebody at one point said, "This right here is the ticket."
Yeah, it comes out just the way you put it in. So every time I get up, it actually looks very clean and decorative in the toilet.
Ugh.
I'm playing with
Hey.
you. I'm
Oh,
playing
it
with
ain't bothering me.
Yeah, well,
Maybe them.
I'll tell you what, you don't need that that peppermint extract, that stuff you gave me today.
With the kale?
it keeps you moving right along.
I did hear though that kale. I heard this from my father's doctor.
Mhm.
He said that kale thickens your blood.
Really?
That's what he said. He told my dad he could not eat kale.
Never heard of that.
That's what he said. He said he couldn't eat kale because it makes your blood thick.
I heard kale is a very good cancer fighting food.
I've heard that.
One of my products that I have right now, my turmeric curcumin, And that's one thing I'd like to get out there. I don't even know what is the proper way to say turmeric.
I say turmeric.
Is it turmeric?
Turmeric?
Is it turmeric?
What is the curcumin?
Turmeric. So curcumin is it's a root, okay, and it
is
has,
it turmeric?
It's yes. So it's called curcuminoids. So basically, my product we merged it with a source. It's a delivery source of essential oils. So it's called BCM95. We have the highest bioavailability curcumin on the market, and what it does, it's a natural anti-inflammatory. It helps with hair, improves skin. It helps with achy joints.
So I can grow.
It's amazing.
Have my hair back?
It's not a hair growth, but it keeps the hair nice, like nice looking thick. It doesn't grow hair or anything like that. But its main purpose is anti-inflammatory. So it helps out with your, joints, any type of inflammation.
It has turmeric in it.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
But other things.
Mm-hmm. We use essential oils, and I'm not going to release those.
Okay. I see. Well, see, people already have the first week of your plan
I know.
right here.
I know, right here.
So it's like free.
It is free.
So you said you wanted to help people.
Exactly.
Free help.
Free help, man.
Right?
Free help.
And
that's
then
what we're about.
So the whey protein, right?
So
Do I take this?
yes, that's one of the products I get you on. Now with our protein, so this is the highest quality protein you can purchase right now. It's the New Zealand grass-fed protein. And people always ask, well, why New Zealand grass-fed? What's so different?
Yeah, who the frick cares where the country's from?
Why? So these cows, their milk produces a lot more rich and creamy taste to your protein. It's naturally lower in cholesterol. It's gluten-free. And there's no added.
So I like gluten.
Well, that's half your problem.
I eat gluten by itself.
yeah.
I just take a bowl of gluten.
Hold on.
And I eat it. That's my favorite food.
Hey, let's just take that out. We won't do any cardio the first 4 weeks.
I just love to eat gluten.
Yeah, man. No, so
Anyway.
the protein, man, it's a very high pure source of protein. It's 100% pure whey protein, so there's no extra added, and we only sweeten it with Splenda. So it's pure protein. That's it. There's no artificial flavoring or anything like that.
Excuse me.
So I know, man. This is where we at.
What? What's the time on
Jesus Christ, bro.
this? What time is it?
Dude, it's already 12:15.
Oh wow,
See, we don't even. Hey,
Chris, I'm sorry.
Dude, it's crazy. Every podcast we run in here, everybody says we lose. This is like a time capsule. It doesn't feel like.
People are saying they like it though.
What
Yeah.
time did we start this?
2 hours and 16 minutes ago.
Holy sh!
Well, we can't monetize this.
Wow.
So, because
I mean, you have.
hey, what's up?
what's
man?
some of the you got some of
What's
the
up, sports glitter?
well, he's got the comments.
We have Corey Lane said, like this podcast. I'm glad he was on tonight. I'll be tuning into this a lot more.
Boom.
Awesome.
There we go. Another one from Kyle. Responded to Corey.
We got to get a mic over there.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
I know we need to get a mic.
Producer
over.
mic.
Yeah.
Thanks for the comments.
Yeah, thank y'all for the comments and
Yeah.
for
Heck
so those people went from my live feed because my phone died.
Yeah.
I didn't end the live feed.
Yeah. I made a post. I'm running live on Instagram. I made a post on Facebook. Type in Beard and the Beast. So whoever saw it, that's cool, man. That's really cool.
Yeah, well, that Corey guy, he's a fan of mine. I know that.
Well, I know as soon as we end the YouTube live, it automatically posts. So every time people type in Beard and the Beast, they'll be able to go and see this episode from now on.
Sweet.
It's on
Are
there.
y'all going in and hopefully you're going in and doing your due diligence and typing in the description?
Dude, this is our first one.
Oh, you haven't done the stream on the live yet?
We streamed it. We got it to work the last time. This is our first real one right here.
Really?
Yeah. Everything else has been Instagram live.
Oh, really?
Everything, yeah.
So this is your first YouTube.
This is our
so
first
let me tell you a
YouTube.
little secret. You're gonna have to go in there and actually make you're gonna have to make because the way YouTube works, the only way your video is gonna get seen is it's not just tags anymore. So they go by the title, the description, and the tags. If you have tags that aren't related to the description or the title, then they do you no good.
Okay.
So like you need to go in there and put Marty Ray Project on this episode. I would keep up with the episodes. That's what we did when I did my podcast years ago. We kept up with the episodes just for nostalgic reasons,
Okay.
and so that we could have a category. We could categorize it and be able to go, what episode was John on, right? And we go, oh, it was episode 5. so we could go back to episode
Gotcha.
5. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
I would label them all.
Okay.
So y'all been doing it just on Instagram
Only
because that's
on
where I was
Instagram.
seeing it.
Yeah, only on Instagram, man. We'd run Instagram live, so we'd capture the followers, and that's it.
Well, what a way to start it.
Yeah, I mean,
On YouTube.
we recorded everything live
Right.
through the switcher, and then my previous guy said he was. I've never seen a full edited, full version of it, but was gonna remaster and edit it with the real live,
And then
audio,
post it on YouTube.
And then we just never got around to doing it. So
Yeah.
this was a lot easier when we found out how to do this. We do it live.
My question is this, though. Does this now take the footage and put it somewhere? Like, where does this footage? Hopefully, it's not just going to YouTube and only YouTube.
This is only streamed into YouTube right now.
Well, you need to be able to, I guess you can still download that video because you need to have your video to take clips from.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So, but I know you can download from YouTube. I don't know how long that would take to download a freaking 2-hour video,
know,
especially
man.
with y'all's crappy
I
internet
know.
over
And
here.
speaking of that, I need to go eat, man. Jesus.
I am getting hungry.
I know.
I am hungry. I am.
You
Chris,
hey,
you hungry?
You got Whataburger in Memphis?
We don't have Whataburger.
Oh man.
Sorry.
Oh man.
It's good, huh?
Oh brother, yeah, it's the best. Whataburger's the
It's
best.
the best what?
The best hamburger. I mean, it's Whataburger.
It's the best hamburger in the country. Is that
Bro,
what you're saying?
it's what's your fast food burger joint?
Oh, you talking about fast food?
Well, just tell me.
So not the best burger.
What's your fast food burger joint?
My favorite fast food burger is Backyard Burger.
Oh, we don't have that. That must be.
You don't have Backyard Burger?
See, yeah.
Let me see what one y'all would have.
It's so funny because when I was in Gatlinburg, when we were up there, we were at one of the moonshine distilleries up there.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
There
Old Smoky,
No, it wasn't. It was it was Sweet something.
Sweet Caroline.
I still got some downstairs.
I don't even know if that's real. The first thing that came to my head, I said it.
It's but anyways, we were there and big old guys, big old beards. I'm talking.
Oh,
to
I
them.
love it. Yeah.
And I said, "Y'all got Whataburger here?" He goes, "No, but I drive 60 miles to go get one." So there's one 60 miles south of Gatlinburg. You have to cross, I guess, the border of Tennessee.
Yeah.
I forgot what state.
I think they're banned in Tennessee.
Yeah, they're not in Tennessee.
They're banned.
They're not in there.
Yeah, because they're not healthy.
They're just too good.
We only have healthy food in Tennessee.
I
so.
can tell.
Yeah. No, I have to drive a long ways to get my food.
I have to get my burger.
I have to drive at least 60 miles to get my food.
all
But
right.
no, real quick though,
Yeah,
because I love talking about food.
yeah,
So before we end this completely and go
Yeah.
get food,
yeah.
we have to end it this way. Your top 5 fast food joints.
Top 5 fast food joints. Whataburger.
That's your number 1
Yeah.
out of all the fast food.
Out of all the fast
Before you
food.
go on, I'll tell you something I did find out. I was just recently in L.A. for the 4th or 5th time,
Yeah.
and while we were there,
You're not gonna say In-N-Out.
no. Let me tell you. While we were there, went to In-N-Out because people rave about it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Went to In-N-Out. I could not wait to eat this burger.
Yeah.
Right. Ate this burger and I was like, this is what y'all are talking about. People leaving, coming to Memphis that used to live in LA going, I miss In-N-Out burgers so much. And I even got the fries the way they say get the fries. I said, get them animal style. Got them animal
I've
style.
never even heard of that.
Yeah. Animal is where they put the cheese and the
Oh no.
onions
No,
and
I ain't doing all
I
that.
did it. I said, let's do it animal style. Let's go all the way animal. And I tried this burger. It was first of all, it was the saltiest burger I ever eaten in my life. And I do not like a lot of salt.
Did you get it regular with the Thousand Island or whatever their secret sauce stuff is on there?
Secret sauce is always Thousand Island,
Okay.
right? I mean, it's always.
I don't know.
That's the big. No, I don't know if it had secret sauce or not on it.
Yeah, they have like a little.
I go off the meat. I tasted the meat, and immediately when I tasted it, like I said, it was just like this salt shaker just exploded in my mouth.
Oh yeah.
I can't. The one thing, like my parents grew up, they would salt food after.
Yeah.
I don't need to salt any food.
I can't take it.
Like Cracker Barrel, right? They brought out the mac and cheese and the carrots and stuff. My parents and my grandfather, they would salt all that, and I'm like, It's so salty already,
You can't do that, man.
right? They could actually take some of the salt back. I'm still gonna like it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Can you give me less salt and I'm still gonna like the food?
Yeah.
Anyway, what I was saying was I tried the In-N-Out burger. I don't ever want to go back there again.
It's trash, man.
Ever. So I hope that when we go to Whataburger, that I don't get let down like I did
Whataburger.
with In-N-Out.
Whataburger.
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 So then, I forgot to mention one. You said my favorite burger. I forgot about this. I would say wasn't Backyard Burger. When I think about fast food, I don't think about this restaurant. Y'all, I don't know if y'all have these. Y'all have Steak and Shake?
We got them here not too long ago, but I'm not a huge fan of it.
Oh, man. I love Steak and Shake.
Yeah, they actually already closed down here. They didn't make it. Whataburger shut them down.
Did what? That's because people were too foolish to not go over there.
There's one in Katy still.
Is there still
I
one?
used to be a manager at Steak
Oh,
Hey,
hey.
do you like it?
It's a hit or miss.
Yeah.
What do you
It's a hit or
mean?
miss. You gotta have somebody. It's a steak burger, so you gotta learn. You gotta know how to crisp it.
That's
If you-
right.
If you don't
Yeah.
crisp it, it's gonna taste just like a ground beef burger.
Right. That's the thing, though. When you get that crisp on there, did they do that at Whataburger?
You're gonna see what they do at Whataburger.
I was about to.
Okay.
It's on a different level, man.
It's not like that, though, is
It's a
it?
whole different grade of meat.
Yeah. It's
Okay, we'll see.
It's
And you
good,
ask
man.
Any Texan. they're
Any
gonna say
Texan.
Whataburger.
So is
They make
Whataburger from
restaurant.
Texas?
Yeah, I don't know if it's from, but I mean, here in Texas, it's Whataburger. It's Whataburger or Buc-ee's.
So if you go to get a burger, you ain't going nowhere but Whataburger
Whataburger
Yep.
for fast food.
for fast food.
For fast food.
So how in the world is all the McDonald's in Houston, Texas, so busy? And how are they? They're all over the freaking world. How are they coming?
that's called marketing.
That's called because it ain't the best. It ain't every Houstoner.
It's called dollar menu. Whataburger
Yeah.
That's
has no
true.
dollar menu.
That's
No,
true.
hey,
That's
let me tell you
Whataburger.
something, and I need you to understand this right now because I don't want you to get disappointed. There's no such thing as fast food in Whataburger.
Yeah.
You ain't getting nothing fast from Whataburger. It takes the time. Like,
Really?
I'll wait a while at a drive-through.
So
at Whataburger.
is it like I'll tell you a good burger? Wendy's makes a good burger.
Wendy's? They've gotten better. They've gotten better.
Wendy's?
But
I
hey,
want
you
to see your face. We got a live
yeah,
stream
we
and
just
have a
gotta
burger.
go get a Whataburger. Like
Hey, plug my phone up while we're talking about
Yeah, here.
your other four.
yeah.
Now I want to hear your other four. Fast food. Okay, the first one's Whataburger.
First one's Whataburger.
I think you're saying it just because we were talking about
no,
Whataburger.
no, seriously. First one as far as fast food is Whataburger.
All right,
Then it goes Chick-fil-A.
that's a good one.
Okay,
a good
Chick-fil-A.
one.
Third one is gonna have to be Taco Bell.
Ooh, that's my first.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Taco Bell. Then it would have to go, honestly, for me, the Burger King, the Whopper.
Burger? That's a shocker.
I'm a Whopper. I used to
Wait a
eat
minute. Hold on a second now. Hold on a second
I
now.
used to eat a Whopper back
Wait
in the day.
1 second now. Back up, rewind, scratch the record. You just told me that if you get a fast food burger,
Yes.
it's Whataburger.
You're
When have you found the time to abandon and betray Whataburger
That's
for the
it,
Burger King
But you're
burger?
saying top five, so I hardly ever go to Burger. You're asking me for my top five.
Okay,
I haven't been to.
I was expecting.
I haven't
okay.
been to a Burger King, and I couldn't tell you how long. But
I won't tell Whataburger.
I will say this, man. I also love a Big Mac.
So McDonald's is fifth.
McDonald's is fit, and not just because the Big Mac. It's because of their dollar menu. Because I go hard. As a matter of fact, I just went there about a week or two ago. On the-
Again, his whole thing about only going to Whataburger is just completely
but I'll
backfired
tell you why.
twice.
Because in the meal plan program, I have some guys that are truck drivers. okay?
Yeah.
So we've done research on what fast food restaurants have actually healthy foods you can eat. McDonald's sells these grilled chicken snack wraps.
I used to eat those.
They're grilled chicken.
I also used to eat a McShaker. There's a salad that came in the thing.
Yeah.
You remember those?
I've never had one, but
they're nasty.
McDonald's has actually improved because they got hit hard when that Super Size Me movie came out.
Yes, and they did away with
And-
with the supersize.
And they changed their whole angle up with 100% pure beef. You know, they stated they actually went in and dialed into their health menu.
They also had a video where a guy was finding he did a microscope like Chris was talking about with the camera or the lens that will go into
Yeah.
microscopic thing.
Yeah.
A guy did a video of the chicken nugget. He went into the microscopic levels and there was like little particles of something. He goes, I don't even know if this is human, right? So I wonder if they took out the alien parts that they had in the chicken nuggets as well during that time.
I will tell you what freaked me out about the whole McDonald's deal is when, I don't know if it was in the movie or I forgot where I saw it, but they bought one of the meal. Each meal is like a big, the fish fillet, a sandwich meal,
Ooh, I love a
Big
fish fillet.
Mac, quarter pounder with cheese, and they put it in a glass little container, and they watched it over weeks.
Oh no,
They went weeks. It went all the way up to I think almost a year.
it never
right?
even spoiled, did it?
Dude, the French fries looked exactly the same
Yeah.
a year later.
That's what I was expecting.
The fish fillet sandwich turned black and was growing in it. Like,
Oh, did it?
oh, it was
So
scary.
the bread did get.
It's
I
scary.
think any bread's gonna mold, but Did it
was-
mold unusually?
I'll show it to you. It's
It's
pretty disturbing, man.
You know that here's something I wanted to combat the supersize me with. To be fair to McDonald's, there was a guy that saw that video, that saw that movie, and he came out with his own movie. He said, "I'm going to test if you really, you see that?"
I did see this.
And he said, "I'm only going to eat McDonald's." He said, "I'm going to do the same thing he did, only I'm going to eat it a different way."
Oh yeah.
All he did was eat. He just monitored how he ate McDonald's.
Right.
He didn't just eat salads. He wasn't saying, "I'm just going to eat salads." He went to his doctor, who was like his brother or cousin or something, before, got all his blood work done. And his doctor, he implored him. He said, "Don't do this. Like, you don't do this."
Right.
He's like, I'm going to do it. When he came back at the end, his blood work was 10 times better than it was beforehand. So, which made me think, it's really about how you eat at these restaurants.
It is.
If you could, because he was eating a quarter pounder. Remember that? He got hungry in the middle of the night or something for a quarter pounder. Went and got the quarter pounder, didn't get the fries,
Right.
didn't get the soda,
Yeah.
water and a quarter pounder.
Yeah.
He kept his macros right.
Right. So it's
That's
like
what I'm trying to tell you with the whole diet. When we get into this, it really comes down on consumption, man. Portion control and what you eat at the right times, man.
Right.
That's why I say when I actually go into this with a lot of people, dude, people get frightened by these meal plans because, I don't want to eat all this bland food. Dude, you could go have a McDonald's on a Wednesday,
yeah.
but I need you to eat what I tell you to eat. You know what I'm saying? It might be 2 grilled chicken snack wraps. You know
Here's
what
what
I'm
you
saying?
should do. I think here's what you'd be cool if you did. You'd be different than everybody
Yeah.
if you did this. What's up? What is it?
The blue, this will say, add, it said the blue nuggets stayed within teeth and still came out.
Blue Nuggets.
Blue nuggets. What's up, Ed? No,
Sounds like those nuggets need some love.
yeah, dude. I used to eat the shit out of some chicken nuggets at McDonald's, man. Dude, I love their sweet and sour sauce.
That's an abusive relationship.
Yeah.
Here I am preaching all this diet shit. I'm talking over here.
No, here's what I got to say about that. Like, people, you'll hear many people that they lie, right? They know they're lying. You'll say, "Where do you want to eat at?" Right? Just buddies that come into town, whatever. Let's go get some fast food. And you'll say, "Where do you want to eat?" And you'll be like, "Hey, there's McDonald's right up the road." They'll go, "Oh, I hate McDonald's." And that's a lie,
Yeah.
man. The food's horrible for you, but it still tastes good.
Yeah. Oh, it tastes
I
good.
love quarter pounders.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, I love their fries.
You know what I love from McDonald's? And I'll tear them up. It's just the 99-cent cheeseburger.
I used to get them, man.
Just,
Spicy.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, they
Man,
used.
y'all are making me hungry.
Listen, hold on a second.
Dude, I'm about to eat this mic right now.
Do you remember when they came out with that Big and Tasty
Oh,
for $1?
Yes.
Hold on a second. At first, it was the hamburger meat of the actual burger, like the double cheeseburger.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it was like that.
Yeah.
Then, for some strange reason, they started using the quarter pounder patty. So I started going, I'm gonna get them, like, because the quarter pounder is like $2 or something.
Yeah.
So I said, I'm just gonna order that and tell them to make it just like I ain't gonna tell them to make it just like the quarter pounder.
Yeah.
I'll say, all right, I want the Big and Tasty with cheese,
Yeah,
pickles, onions, mustard,
Didn't the
ketchup.
Big and Tasty have like a special mustard or something on it? Or
No, it was the Big and
No?
Tasty was simply $1 hamburger that had the size, the bun was the size of the
little
quarter pounder.
Oh, okay.
No, it was the size of the quarter pounder.
Yeah.
Without the sesame seeds, and it had it started off having the thin Big Mac patty. You know, they got 2 of those thin
Right,
patties.
right.
It started off having that, and it just had like cheese, tomatoes, and lettuce and mayonnaise on it. Right. Then I found out, because I'm fat. Right. When you're fat, you start finding little tricks.
Yeah.
So I said, all right, well, since you're putting the daggum same patty on there, I'm not going to pay $2.30 for the quarter pounder when I'm getting a quarter pounder for $1 this way, as long as I tell you to make it the way I want it.
Right.
I got them. Anyway, I wanted to say that, just get it out there, that most people are lying when they say they don't
Yeah.
like McDonald's.
Man, I'll tell you the one thing that did freak me out, and I think it was in that super size. We're on this McDonald's topic, but they said they serve, I think it was like 200 or 300 million burgers a day, and they were saying, where are these cows? Where are all these cows at? Where's all this beef coming from?
Well,
I don't think that's hard to figure out. You know how many burgers you get from one cow?
Oh, but
And they have their
We're
own,
also-
like, they have farms of cows.
we're
Like,
also talking about every other business in the world that serves beef. So it's like, that's where I guess that
right,
whole
but McDonald's has their own cows.
They better be breeding their own cows.
Yeah, they have their own.
Yeah.
Like clearly have their own pastures. I mean, I know they're grass-fed cows. I know
Yeah.
they're highly taken care of. Great. I know they are.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody that eats their
No.
food look amazing.
Those cows are treated horribly. I can only imagine what they're treated like. Yeah, they live in probably a cage about the size of this their whole life. That they take the prod is like bang, and then you chop them. It's like they daggum.
Hey, I just want to say right now to any of our viewers, we are sorry for any vegan viewers
Yeah.
or anything of that nature. We don't mean to offend you.
We do love animals,
in any way. We love animals to death, but we love our beef.
and we love to eat animals.
So,
But that don't mean I want to eat my dog.
that's right.
I don't mean I hate my dog.
I'm not going to eat my puppy.
But now I want to tell you my 5, and then
Yes.
we'll get Chris's, and then we'll just end it that way.
Yeah,
You
perfect,
good? You good with that?
Perfect. Let's do it.
This is your show, right? I don't know
do
why
it.
I'm acting like it's my show.
I'll actually
We'll end it
love
however
it.
the freak you want it. We'll end it however the freak you want to end it. How about that? But this is my 5, right? So number 1 would have to be Taco Bell.
Okay.
Like I can go to Taco Bell at any time. My
What's your-
family gets
What's
so
your favorite thing from Taco Bell?
I get the same thing every time I go.
Let me guess. A crunch wrap.
No,
Mexican pizza.
no, I like those things, but I don't get that. a
Regular
lot.
taco?
I do like a regular taco.
Dude,
Frito burrito.
No,
no, that's new, man.
you got to get off the dollar menu for me. I don't look at dollar menus.
Oh, well, then you burrito supreme.
Nope.
What the hell? I just named the whole menu.
No, you didn't. Let me tell you
He's gonna-
exactly.
you know what he's going to say? Cinnamon twist.
I get the caramel empanada. Does anybody even order those freaking things?
Oh, my God.
Barbell empanada.
Who the frick? They used to ask you. They were like, you would order it. They would say,
Right.
"Do you want an empanada with that?" I'm like, "What the frick is an empanada? What is it? That sounds like
Yeah.
a demon. What the frick you talking about? Empanada? No, I don't want that.
And what up, Dale? Ed said Baja Blast. You know- you know-
but that's a drink.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. What I get at Taco Bell is usually the same. I get a different setup of the same thing, but I will always have 2 chicken quesadillas.
Oh, okay.
Always.
Damn.
Always 2.
You that person getting those. I always wonder.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I will have a grilled stuffed chicken burrito. But I have them make it because they used to make what was called a grilled stuffed chicken enchilada burrito.
Yeah.
Right? So where that was made with
That's the one where they press and it comes out kind of charred.
Oh yeah.
I know exactly.
Oh,
I get
yeah.
the grilled steak stuffed burrito.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, buddy. so then here's how I get it made though. Try this next time you go to Taco Bell. Tell them you don't want. Here's how you want it made. You want it with sour cream, red sauce, right?
Okay.
No avocado sauce, no ranch, nothing.
I don't like their guacamole, man. It don't taste.
Oh, I
like
don't.
it.
Oh, the guacamole's nasty.
Yeah, dude.
when they added that on, because they added that on.
Yeah, I don't do their.
I always
guac,
got to
man.
tell get.
That
I want your
shit's
nasty
no good.
guacamole.
Yeah,
I don't need your nasty
that's
guacamole.
that fake shit, man.
It's 100% fake.
Yeah,
They
Yeah.
just took something and made it green. Anyway,
It's so good, but so bad. Yeah,
but I get the grilled stuffed chicken burrito made the way I want it. 2, this is crazy. This is why I'm so fat.
yeah,
2 chicken enchiladas, right?
yeah.
If they have nacho fries, you better believe I'm getting one of those.
Man, you on that cheese, man. I can't be doing all that cheese.
Nacho fries loaded.
Those nacho fries are so
Damn.
They're so good, man. Did you have you?
They're fresh. Ooh.
Oh, buddy. Look, let me tell you what happened the other day. You might have seen it on Instagram. Did you see the little clip I did when I drove through the Taco Bell drive-through? They had this. It was like I was seeing angels, right? Because they take the nachos from you, the nacho
Yeah.
fries from you,
Yeah, yeah.
and then they release them again, and you're like, ah. You pull up and you don't know. I don't have an app that warns me. I don't have an app that says boop, nacho fries are back, right? I pull up to Taco Bell. They got the fries. Now, this is getting crazy. They got the fry labels everywhere. I'm like, sweet. So I said, all right, I need 3 nacho fries Supremes. And they go, oh, we're not serving those till tomorrow. I said, well, why the freak is the signage all out here then?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you got it right here in front of me.
Taco Bell does it. I pulled up the other day and their menu changed. And they had this protein power menu or something, and I wanted that. And they said, "Oh, we don't serve that till 11 tomorrow." I'm like, "What do you mean
I
you
can't.
don't? What do
I
you
can't
mean?
handle it.
It's because the meat that they make for it is like actual meat.
Ah, yeah. They said that.
Made
That
certain
yeah.
ways, and they only make it for a certain time.
I
It's
got
so
you.
bad, premium.
You know that when I was 16, I worked at Taco Bell. You know how they do the chicken? You know how the chicken is actually made? It's not cooked in the place. Did you know that? None of it is. None of the beef, chicken, or steak, none of it.
Just boil it.
It's boiled, right. It comes in bags. I used to boil it. It comes in bags. and you stick it in this boiler, and the bag boils, and then you open the bag and pour it in.
But it's already pre-cooked.
It's pre-cooked.
Yeah, so it's just like in the frozen section, you get like the fajita already cut.
Yeah.
Fajita chicken meat. Yeah.
They're not. I don't. A lot of people think they're cooking that in there,
No,
and that's foolish to think that they're able to fry up
there's
fajitas.
a reason why it's fast food, bro.
Right. So my list would be Taco Bell, Arby's. Do y'all have Arby's here?
Hey, what's up, guys? I got Mr. Marty Ray Project. Y'all look up Marty Ray. Hey, we're actually running this live on Beard and the Beast YouTube. We've actually been on there for the past 2 hours, man. So y'all get on there, check it out. So sorry, man. We talking.
He
about,
didn't even hear my second one.
We talking about healthy Taco Bell right now.
What was my second one?
I didn't hear it, man.
Arby's.
Oh,
Do y'all have Arby's here?
oh yeah.
What do you mean? Arby's is actually pretty healthy. The roast beef?
Roast beef creeps me out, man.
Why?
Man, it just does. Just something about seeing that slice like that color, it just freaks me out, man.
You don't like roast beef?
I mean, I like roast beef, but I just don't see myself ever going to Arby's.
That's
That's like somebody saying they go to Long John Silver's.
I like Long John Silver's. I don't go to it because we have Captain D's, but
Oh,
you don't like Captain D's either?
Captain D's. Wait. Oh no, I'm thinking about Captain Tom's.
Tom's,
That's here.
yeah.
Captain Tom's.
I've never even heard of that.
Oh man, yeah.
Have you heard of Captain D's?
I think so. Doesn't it have like a little catfish or something on the logo?
I think so.
Yeah, something like that.
So, next time,
So you got
if you ever go to Arby's, get a beef and cheddar. You will love it.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, you'll love it.
Yeah.
Taco Bell, Arby's. The third one would have to be.
Chick-fil-A.
No, I'm not as big on Chick-fil-A as other people. I don't even know if it's in my top 5. Damn. My wife is that's her number 1 for sure, and then my children. But it's only chicken. So
See, I love Chick-fil-A's fries, man.
I love their fries and I love their Polynesian sauce.
Yes.
I used to like their fries when they were in peanut oil. When they changed it to canola oil, it changed.
I
Did
knew
they
something
really?
tasted different. Is that what happened?
what it
Yeah,
is?
they changed it because of peanut allergies. They changed
Oh,
it to
dude, I
canola
knew
oil.
something tasted different.
The whole reason why I went to Chick-fil-A is because they did everything in the
chicken-
peanut oil.
The chicken is still in the.
Dude.
I'm not sure. I think they switched all of it.
They had to have if it's for the peanut allergy.
They switched all of it, and that was what made that taste.
What are they saying?
He said, "I know who likes roast beef."
Who is that?
That's a dude named Ed.
Ed. What's up, Ed? So Taco Bell, Arby's.
Captain D's.
No.
That's what you just said.
No, I didn't. I didn't say that. I said Captain D's, and you mentioned Long John Silver.
Oh.
And that's when I
You're
said
right,
Captain
you're right,
D's.
You're right.
So the third one for me for fast food would probably be McDonald's. To be honest with you,
Okay.
because that's the one that's open all the time,
Yeah.
and I would frequent that often,
Yeah.
right? And I do like it. The fourth one would probably be Wendy's. I love Wendy's burgers, and I love Wendy's natural fries as well.
Yeah.
The fourth one would be Backyard Burger. That would be, the fifth one would be Backyard Burger, and maybe 6 would be Chick-fil-A.
And I wish you were staying just a little bit longer because I would take you to the Shack tomorrow.
Ooh.
What is that?
It's the best hamburger. It's the best hamburger I've ever had.
I hope you come to Memphis someday.
I wish you stayed longer so I can at least
Well,
show you. This
you have
before I
to
go
you have to
Memphis.
grace me
Yeah,
with
let-
your
we-
presence in Memphis.
We got to go to Whataburger, man. Let's go.
Is it open 24 hours?
Yes,
That's the
sir.
whole beautiful thing about it.
So that that's special because there's not any place in Memphis that's open 24 hours besides
I
McDonald's.
feel sorry for you.
Oh, and Steak and Shake.
Yeah.
So that's the only 2 there are.
It's something that disappointed me, guys. Neither of y'all said Popeyes.
Oh, dude, I love Popeyes.
Popeyes.
I do love Popeyes.
Damn, I even forgot about
I would say
KFC.
6.
How can you be from Houston?
Yeah, damn.
And not like Popeyes?
Yeah.
That's from Louisiana, though.
I don't care. It's in Houston now.
Yeah, it is.
I thought he was like, it's a
Dude,
Houston
Popeye's
thing.
red beans and rice is so
Hey,
good.
I'll tell you now that
Damn.
you mentioned it.
They'll take care of you.
Dude.
Popeyes, because I didn't even put a chicken in my top 5, right?
No.
There was not a chicken in there.
Legs.
So I'm gonna take Wendy's and throw Popeyes right there.
There we
Look,
go.
See where I got them?
There we go.
4.
4.
Now you give us your top 5 quick.
Ooh, okay. Whataburger.
Whataburger.
And Popeyes tie. So they're gonna be one.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
tie. Okay, we got a tie.
So
we got a tie.
I grew up eating Popeyes all the time.
All right.
Be 3.
Is that fast food
I think it could. Be
It could probably be
considered fast
considered fast
I'm
food.
not. Well, I wasn't going in
See,
that.
when I
Like
think-
Moe's
yeah.
and that, would be
When
on my list.
See, if I was going in there, yeah, nah, we got to stick to drive-through.
Drive-through type
Drive-through.
stuff.
Drive-through.
You know, those are the only 2. Well, Little Caesars.
No,
Hey,
can't
they have
be
a
Little
drive-through.
Caesars.
They have a drive-through.
Yeah, we that's a whole nother time. That's pizza. What's your favorite pizzas?
I think it cuts right there. I don't really.
You don't
Yeah.
go to any other fast food besides those
See,
two.
but dude, if I had to agree,
Chick-fil-A would be 3.
dude, I only go.
Chick-fil-A.
I only go to Whataburger and really Chick-fil-A.
You never. You don't go to Taco Bell.
Those 3.
Yeah.
Popeyes.
You don't go to Taco Bell.
I occasionally I'll crave Taco Bell, but the problem is that it messes with your stomach the older you get.
That's the beautiful part about it.
Ooh,
You let you know you ate something.
You gonna get your cold cleanse? Well,
You-
fine, I'm a clean mine.
Yes. Let me mess up my good pants. All right. Well, look. Let's go to Whataburger.
Let's do it, guys.
Hey, thank y'all for tuning in. Anybody that tuned in to see me that was on the my live feed, if you're over here now and you've seen this, I really appreciate you so much. And thank you, Jimmy,
Thank you, Marty.
for having me on.
Thank you for flying out here, man. Now I'm about to go show you a good hamburger.
Man, I can't wait. I really can't. I hope I'm not let down. I'm going to be honest with you.
No, you won't be. And
No, I will be
We're
honest.
gonna take you to the right one too.
Oh, I know. We got a great one around here. So
I'm going to be brutally honest.
perfect. I want you to be, man. I want
And,
you to
and what's going to happen is if I don't like it, I mean, I'm going to like it anyway. I like burgers.
Yeah.
You can't give me a bad burger, really.
Right.
I'm going to like a burger.
Well, let me.
But I know which ones I like more.
Whataburger's slogan is
If you don't like it, you can give it back.
no. It's have it. Is it have it your way? What?
That's Burger King.
What? What is?
That's like calling a girl a different name that you invited
Isn't that
over
something?
from
I,
Tinder.
but what is it,
And we found out who his real burger dream was.
dude? I'm not even a fast food guy. I'm glad we're even talking about.
They don't think they have a slogan.
No, it's you. They'll make any freaking burger any way you want. I mean, you can get jalapenos on it. I mean, whatever the hell you want on it.
Yeah, about customized something like that.
What's? God dang it! Look it up right
Yeah,
now.
let's do it
Hey,
right now.
anybody that's watching right now, who's on? Who's on right now? Who's in here? Who's
I wouldn't
live?
imagine anybody.
Dale,
1244.
Dale or Alex, what is Whataburger's little catchphrase slogan? You know, we got "Have it your way." We got what is it?
Just like you like it.
Just like you like it.
Just like you like
You can get it any way possible you can think of, man. They will make it. One of their ads or commercials, it's saying they have like over 100,000 different ways to make a Whataburger. Like the different ways to. It's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, let's go get some.
Yep. All right, guys. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Of course, thank you, Marty. Thank you for coming down here.
Thank you for having us, and
Yes,
thank
sir.
you, Chris.
Yeah, thank
wow.
you, Chris. Yeah, this was
What a
Dude, this was
lifesaver.
like, this was meant to be. I
It
feel
really
like
was.
this whole meeting and everything, this whole gathering,
Just
was meant
for
to be.
FYI to the people watching, Chris, I literally just met him today. Jimmy, when
Yeah,
did you meet him?
This is really our first time we talked briefly for what 15 20 minutes that one day.
Yeah.
This is all of our first time meeting, man. It's crazy.
My buddy, one of my brother growing up, he just said, "What?" He just texted me. My phone just got charged. He goes, "Whataburger is on point."
Ah, hey, let's go.
Corey also said Whataburger is
Awesome.
fire.
Hell yeah.
Okay,
All
well,
right, guys.
all right.
Hey, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Be sure to check out Amp Labs, www.amplabs. Hit us up on Instagram. I'll be happy to answer any of your questions, help you out with any of your future meal plan and diet routine programs.
Lil Roy, go to sleep. That's his name. He just said I'm going to be super tired because I stayed up listening to this interview. He loved the interview.
Nice.
So,
Awesome, guys. Appreciate
right on.
it. Thank you, guys.
I'm hungry. Goodbye. God bless you.